Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Explorers, it is me, Leslie Tanner, coming back at you with another Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, a couple weeks ago, we hosted a stream exploring the world of dreams, the subconscious world hemorrhaging into the conscious world vis-a-vis the dreams at night. Now, well, of course, we had some very rousing exploration that evening, but I felt like we left a lot unsaid and unexplored. So tonight, we're taking a look at dreams once again, tonight on Explorations. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing? It is me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most powerful personal program in the world, bar none. You simply cannot find another program like what you see on the screen right now. Namaste, everyone. How are we all doing? It's wonderful to be with you. It truly is. And I genuinely thank you all for being here, my early birds. My early birds still filing in, finding their spots, rolling out their mats, their yoga mats, or whatever it is. How many of us have gone to a yoga class? How many of us have gone to a yoga class? Let me see some ones in chat if you've been to a yoga class, right? They can be very, there's something, I will allow for some positive things that happen in a yoga class, but not all of them. But there's much to be said that is very negative about yoga, especially in the West here. I've never experienced yoga, in Nepal or something like this. I'd love to. Lord knows I'd love to. But here in the West, it is truly a satanic ritual. Everybody was right that said that shit back in the 80s and 70s. As soon as the East started hitting the coasts of the West, and the disaster unfolded. And a lot of people, they criticized and detracted from the more fundamentalist Christians, our brothers and sisters of the Christian faith, declaring that expressions of Eastern religion within the West are satanic. They were right. They were absolutely correct about that, and I'd love to do a debate. I'd love to debate anybody about that. If anybody's hosting a debate about that, join. Let me be on a panel. Let me debate. I will come in guns a-blazing. Duncan did it. Explorer, military vet. Did not know that. Sniffing yoga mats is calming. Sniffing yoga mats is calming. beautiful. Thanks so much, Duncan. Really can't thank you enough for that subscription. Blessings, Duncan, one of the strongest explorers that you will find in this community. Beautiful Saturday night we're already having. Namaste to Duncan and namaste to you, my explorers. If I had more energy, my body cannot contain any more energy than it is being fueled with right now in this moment on explorations. Now, a lot of people ask, Leslie, what is it? What are you on? Are you on the cocaine? Are you on the some kind of other upper? Are you smoking crack? And Lord knows I've done that. I have done that in the past, and I won't apologize for it. I simply will not apologize for my use of both cocaine and crack cocaine and other stimulants. Orchestar with the communal vision. I can't wait to see that. Get that on the screen post haste. Namaste to you. Namaste to, or good to see you, Orchestar. Good to see you, moderator Orchestar. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a damn you-know-what on our hands at Jazz Express. That communal vision from Orchestar stating, true story, my best friend recently uncovered a pedophile scandal in the Ashtanga yoga community while on a Philippines retreat. Lord, Orchestar, if I do not hear more details about that tonight, if I do not hear the tea on that, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. Namaste. Namaste. Oh Lord. Hype train is blowing through the stop after stop as the world goes by. The world seems so simple, right? When the Jazz Express flows. When the Jazz Express flows and the sensuality kind of unfurls from the path of both the intersection of our heart and our mind, right? What we have and what we don't have, the yearning, the sort of sensation of the lack. You know, you'll never have enough sex. You'll never come enough cum. You will never, play with your little clit enough. That is the rule of the jungle. Namaste. Paul, the program works. Boo.d, and the things that you are typing are absolutely filling me with an excitement, an enthusiasm, a lust. I'm pulling my heart into my mind and vice versa right now as I complete this Jazz Express. As this Jazz Express continues through stop after stop, and we realize how deep that hole goes. How deep that hole goes. Pierogi, did you get your stuff yet? Pierogi University, blessings and namaste to you. Beautiful to be joined by Pierogi University.
I wish this would stop.
Zio Duck, blessings to you. Indeed, it is wonderful to have you as well. Zio Duck, thank you so much for the 69 bits. 69 bits. Namaste, everyone. Zeal 2025, namaste to you. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here, Zeal, and thank you for your energy right now. I can't tell you how important your energy is right now to me as you know, not just as a therapist, as your guru, so to speak, but so many aspects of myself as a man are so contingent on the energy that I receive. Lord knows I've trained myself. Lord knows that I can pick up the whole school bus, be it a long school bus or the short school bus, depending on the night. I can pick up the school bus, put it on my shoulder, and forge into the future. But Lord, it helps heaps to see the kind of energy that I'm getting from the chat right now. Absolute electricity. Namaste to you, Zeoduck. Yeah, Zeoduke or whatever. Yes, yeah, it's a beautiful little instrument, isn't it? Beautiful little instrument. It's so fun and gratifying and such a unique experience, we'll say. An experience is what I will say right now. So TwitchCon, huh, Leslie? I'm not impressed. Yeah, did you see that? Listen, a couple of things. First of all, okay, there's so much to get into. But listen, I'm going to make my news up top very brief, as condensed as possible. I'm going to get right down to the point, nail my points into the ground, get through the quick little orders of business, and open up the lines, because Lord knows I need to talk to y'all. Lord knows I'm coming by, all right? We're talking about dreams. And on our dream night, listen, it is a very powerful night. For us both individually and as a community to confront the expanse and strength and unruliness of the subconscious mind, both on an individual and collective scale. Ladies and gentlemen, there is simply not a more powerful night within explorations. Let me tell you that right now. It is to do what we are doing as effectively and directly as we are about to do it. You simply can't find anything like it on the internet, period. I've seen the examples. I've seen the tarot. I've seen the psychics. I've seen the religious leaders. And ladies and gentlemen, what I'm telling you is I see amateurs. I see children. I see little babies. I see babies. What is it? I see. I forgot how, but I see babies. Namaste, all right? And for us to do what we are doing is let's just say it bluntly, it's a bright light. It's a bright light. And there will come a day when we have the throngs of unwashed masses, the one-tub lifestyles, the jackals and the rapists by the thousand looking to change their ways will come to our community here, and they will be excited. They will be excited about the light of explorations, and let it be known it will have been a special experience on nights like tonight. Nights like tonight, to be taking the framework of explorations, applying it to our dream world, to unlock the power within. And there's only several dozen of us right now. Ladies and gentlemen, there will come a time in the near future that we will look back on this as a very intimate and special experience, communal vision from Fram Weird. I can't wait to watch Jen assault Leslie with a T-square at TwitchCon 2026. Namaste to you. Namaste. Thanks so much. Holy friggin' moly. We have been raided. And yeah, just put his name up there. Join me in welcoming What's Up Cats Up and his gang of goofballs here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. Thank you so much for the raid. Producer Toaster, for those that didn't get the news, Producer Toaster joining us after that whatever they did. I'm not exactly sure what they did, but we love Toaster here. Thank you so much for joining us. Can't tell you how much I appreciate your presence here. Namaste to you. Thank you so much. Now, let's continue. So first of all, yeah, TwitchCon, right? Holy moly. I don't know what they're doing over there. It looks almost too much fun. You know what I mean? I've seen it. I've dropped in on the official Twitch channel to see some of the performances. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm watching some of the not all the performances, but some of the performances, they got some very talented people on stage. Some people that I know personally, very talented, be it comedians, be it musicians, be it this, that, or the other. Very talented people who are more than capable of entertaining and engaging an audience of that size, especially given the technological setup they got behind them. That's why when I watch the performances, I'm a little befuddled at what exactly they're doing at twitch.tv to make them one of the most brutal things to watch. And I can only imagine participate in. I haven't spoken directly with any of the performers, but they do something. They're doing something to make sure that there is just absolutely zero vibe in that room. Zero excitement, zero enthusiasm. I have no idea what they're doing behind the scenes. It reminds me of when I go to Taco Bell, right? I love Taco Bell, all right? And there's something just alchemically amazing about the food at Taco Bell, because I could get just a bean burrito, right? And I'd say, hold everything but the tortilla and the beans. And there's some sort of alchemical reality to it that, without fail, given two of the simplest ingredients you can find in any grocery store, I'll eat it in any quantity. I will go home and I will have diarrhea. I will be peeing out of my rear end. And it's amazing that they can do this with only two ingredients. That being said, let's look at TwitchCon, right? Beautiful stage, amazing technological setup. You couldn't ask for a better video installation kind of situation. But you see all that. You got some extremely talented performers up there, ready to give it all. Probably very excited themselves to be included. And then you hear the audience. You hear the audio from the audience, and you might have thought that they were being held by fucking gunpoint to be in that room. You might have thought that they have AK-47s with the doors locked and snipers with little lasers trained on each audience member's heart. Cougar Pie, did you see the woman get attacked at TwitchCon? Yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to address. A woman being attacked at TwitchCon. We're going to address that. So, The interlaced video, is it? It's supposed to be de-interlaced, is it? I got a new converter. Good eye, by the way, Pierogi. Is it de-interlaced or is it still interlaced? Like, okay, cool, good, right on. That's good. No, I got a different converter that's got like 1 million settings, and it's really good. So, super specific conferences are always weird, utterly inaccessible to normies. Mother Nipple Bottom. Yeah, true. But I would argue that most of the people that are at TwitchCon, especially in the audience, I wouldn't necessarily describe them as normies. I would say they're probably pretty excited to be there. And the energy, if you want to milk the energy from these cows, it would not be that difficult. It simply not be that difficult. They're excited to be there. They need someone. Goddamn, do they need someone manning the situation over there? Because the energy was just. I swear to God, it was, you might have thought we were looking at, we had a hostage situation on our hands. And the what's that syndrome called? That disorder, whatever it's called, the thing where you start identifying with your captors. Marfan syndrome. Marfan syndrome hadn't kicked in. Namaste. Yeah, Logan, that's what I'm talking about. No, actually the mic is fixed. I'm all good. We're all good. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate that. Stockholm, not Marfan. Marfan syndrome is the thing where you get super tall and you got a weird head, like George Murison, or probably Manute Bol, I'd imagine. But either way, namaste, everyone. So yeah, vibe crazy over there, right? And then I'm scrolling through the situation and I see some very alarming video. Framley Yard, namaste to you. Thank you so much for this. I can't wait to get this on the screen. Namaste. Namaste. Yeah, long fingers. You got the ET fingers. Communal vision from Framley Yard. It's Stockholm. You heard it from me first. Okay, yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. Fram beat all of you, and namaste. Thank you so much, Fram. Appreciate that. Producer Fram, blessings. Namaste. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, guys, so I'm to keep going on TwitchCon. Weird vibes. Can't wait to go one of these years. Cannot wait. If there was a more fertile a breeding ground for the program that we have here and its message, I cannot imagine one than TwitchCon, the vibe at TwitchCon. I literally can't. I cannot imagine a more moist soil ready for the seedlings of explorations. Simply, I can't wait to get into there one of these years and do a whole seminar there. Well, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Anyway, guys, so before we get into those weeds, I saw the video. Somebody brought it up. Kook brought it up. A woman being attacked during a meet and greet. A woman being attacked during a meet and greet. And a lot of hullabaloo about the security being lackluster, messing up, et cetera, et cetera. The response after the streamer said something to the Twitch representatives, and they kind of just fucked around a little bit. They banned them from the platform for 30 days, or banned them from I don't know, like anybody cared about. You can't listen. You can't assault anybody on Twitch.tv. That's the thing. That you can't physically or sexually assault anybody on on the screen. I'm sure he's tried. I'll bet he was at home at one point, just trying to give smooches and touch the boobies and give little spankings and stuff to the ladies on the screen. Certainly. Now 13th Juggle, you bring up a really good point though. Meet and skeet. Now, one thing, and let's get this communal vision before I make this point. Let's get this communal vision up before I make this point. Is we at Explorations, and when we show up at a TwitchCon, we're getting ahead of this whole thing. You're not going to catch us with our pants down given the Twitch security situation and we're not going to be caught with our pants down. But we are kind of Mother Nibblebottom. Gee, look what happened to Charlie. Maybe this is just new America. What happened to Charlie? Mother Nibblebottom, really good point. Really good point. What happened to Charlie, though? I have no idea. Wait, what happened? Oh, I thought you meant moist, critical. No. I see what's going on. Yeah, so listen. LOL. Yeah, LOL. I thought we were talking about moist critical. Not. His name's Charlie, right? Now listen here, everybody. We're getting ahead of this damn thing, and I'm going to make it very clear. When I am at TwitchCon, and I can only assume that I'll be invited to do a meet and greet. And I'm just going to make this very clear. Twitch has made their policy very clear, good or bad. You know, we can all have our own opinions about it. Lord knows I have mine. But it's also just a fact, right? And we acknowledge and react and incorporate reality as it is. That is a core principle of explorations. So because reality is as it is, and Twitch.tv, they've made their security situation very clear. What I'm saying is for the meet and greet, when I get invited to do the meet and greet next year, anybody that gifts 5 subs between here and next year, they get 10 seconds. You get 10 seconds to do whatever you want with my body. Period. All right? 5 subs, the mods and I will keep a list, and you get 10 seconds. All right? My security team, tongue, pussy, dick, ass, butt cheeks, abdominals, pectorals, biceps, triceps, delts, lats, traps, quads, hammies, calves, tarsals, metatarsals, carpals, metacarpals, little toes, whatever. I'm telling you right now, 10 seconds, you do whatever you want with me. 5 subs. Now, my security team will be kept abreast of what the plan is. They will be made aware of what they're getting into. So guys, expect about 7 or 8 big Samoan guys. We'll have some white and some black guys, but mostly Samoan fellas. All right? And they'll be escorting you in. They'll be petting you down, make sure you don't got any contraband, but you will be receiving specific directions from these Samoan fellas. About 300 to 400 pounds each. We'll have a whole audition process for them. The Samoan guys will step up, and if they see you bashful, if they see you hesitate, they will not tolerate. You will be receiving direct instructions from these massive Samoan men to start touching him, start kissing him, start feeling him, start playing with his hair. Let's go. I've instructed one guy to come up from the back, grab your hands, and start grabbing on me. So that is going to be the policy for next year's meet and greet at TwitchCon 2K26 when I get invited I can only imagine next year this thing's going to pop off. We're going to have thousands of people in here. I can only imagine next year we're going to be, the line's going to go just out around the block to meet Leslie Tanner. With an effective personal power program like this, I can't imagine otherwise. Hypocryptomatic, that's literally like $40. Cheap and little slutty. Well, Hypocryptomatic, it is what it is. I consulted with the moderation team and the producers to come with the most round, easy figure to understand. $40, and I only get like 20 of it. So, all right, 6 times 5 is it's $30. I only get 15. That's not a good deal for me at all, actually, now that I've done the math on it. Now that I did the math on that. But I said it, and there it is. Namaste. So guys, that's enough about all of that. Blessings and good luck to everybody at TwitchCon. Anybody chatting at us with anybody chatting with us from TwitchCon right now? I just want to lock your hair. Dr. Crispy Rothschild over at youtube.com wants a lock of my hair. Brother, say no more. Say no more. Okay, keeping it going. Namaste, everybody. Okay, so next up, let's get through these orders of business. You know what I'm going to do. P.O. Box 47, send me something. Postcard, letter, little package, something in the mail. I love getting stuff. Onion Plug sent a massively, just a really thoughtful, beautiful little envelope filled with some goodies, and I loved that. So thank you again to Onion Plug. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. Namaste to you. Now, shave head at NextCon, everyone gets a piece to take home. Yeah, why not? I love these ideas. Tremendous ideas. Let's see here. Okay, where's the button? There we go. Guys, I just went ahead and, oh, why isn't it doing it? God, not that. Not that. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Now I just dropped the link in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the actual program materials, the exclusive videos, podcasts, music downloads, etc., monthly postcard you should be all receiving very soon. Guys, go ahead. What you're looking for is the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. There's a link in chat right now, both on Twitch and YouTube, guys. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of this. Just for a couple dollars a month, you can have access to some really beautiful materials that I can't wait to get into your hands. Namaste to you. Blessings. More details about that a little later in the night. Namaste. Namaste to you. Now, okay, guys, as you know, you listen, if you've been here for a little bit, you have seen us visit this theme, dreams. Now, subconscious, as is widely held among many academics and spiritual leaders alike, that the subconscious mind is a very powerful thing. A very powerful thing. You know, disregard it at your peril, is what I've always said. You know, the subconscious mind is a very, very real and a very powerful thing. You know, of course, I'm a little biased as a therapist. Of course, I'm a little biased as a therapist, but ladies and gentlemen, if you could see the things that I've seen, mostly negative, in sort of direct evidence of the subconscious mind, people avoiding large swaths of their life, disregard, actively crying and saying that they're happy. They're fiddle, they're pulling off the skin around their fingernails and saying that, that they're, I love being a successful entrepreneur, and they're ripping the skin off of their fingers, right? I knew one guy, he was a closeted gay guy, and he was pulling his teeth out. Because he felt, and listen, if we don't need to dig too deep into that symbolism, right? Pulling the teeth, he pulled a fucking molar out in front of me in the middle of a session with an erection. Like I was showing him pictures of naked men just to kind of like do a fake Rorschach thing. I was like, here we go. We're going to do a little bit of Rorschach stuff. All the ink blots were just dudes with huge fucking cocks. Every race. Chinese, Thai, Vietnamese, whatever it's called from Laos, all these guys, a couple black guys, one white guy, only one white guy, and then we got some like 500-pound Samoan guys with huge fucking cocks. I'm telling you, massive cocks. Need to go back, explore failed parent of several, saying now spit. Namaste to you. Now spit. That is a crazy little emote. That is so fun. Need to go back. Thank you so much. Brother, need to go back 26 months. Thank you so much for that resub. It's wonderful to have you. It's wonderful to be with you. You're one of those silent types, you know? You don't say a lot on the out front, but when you pipe up, it is always, you know, it's either poignant or direct or insightful or very funny. You're one of those people, you know, sits on that back wall and pops up only when he's got a thought, and I respect that. I admire that. Namaste. Namaste to you. Now, like I was saying, so I had this closeted gay guy with a boner. I was showing him pictures of naked men, and he said, and I said, how do you feel about this one and this one? And I pretend to write notes, but really I was just writing the word gay over and over. I had written the word gay about
castrated
18
men will
times.
shout that everyone needs to jack off less, or worse yet, stop jacking off altogether as a means of remedying spiritual ills. They are in desperate need of a mature man to tell them that the only way out is through more.
Namaste. Beautiful quote. Thank you so much, Mother Nipplebottom, for sort of evoking that quote. Really appreciate that. We kind of needed that energy right now, and I could feel it really enriched the energy from the chat. Already seeing these reactions to it is tremendous. Thank you again to Mother Nipplebottom for just that. You know, knowing exactly what the community needs and delivering it in a very, you know, trademark way. Namaste to you. Now, as I was saying, guys, I had a closeted gay guy with a huge boner in my office in the middle of a session. I said, let's do a Rorschach, because I wanted him to admit, I would just kind of get over this being gay stuff. And so I said, okay, we're going to do you ever heard of a Rorschach test, an ink blot test? And he said, yeah, I seen it in the movies. Let's do it. I was like, okay, great. And it wasn't even ink blot. They were literally just JPEGs, like 240 by 180, not very big, but I blew them up so they're all pixelated. But they were naked fellas. And I showed them one after the other. And somebody said Samoan guys. He thought big fat Samoan guys would have small dicks. Well, some of them do. But I just got the ones with big dicks. And I looked for a while for this because I really believed in this patient of mine. I got the Samoans with like the really thick, dark cocks. And I was shooting for uncircumcised. I was really shooting for uncircumcised, but you know, beggars can't be choosers at that point. So, especially at that point on the internet, this was 25 years ago. So, no, you know, neither here nor there. Showing him pictures, and what he said was he seemed confused and he seemed unbothered, like a naked guy, another naked guy, and he was so repressed, so subconsciously repressed, that in the middle, after the 18th one, and I was writing down the notes, as I said, writing down the word gay, over and over and over again. And what he said, he's like, he acted like he had to sneeze. He went, hold on one second, Leslie. And he acted like he was going to sneeze. And with his bare fingers, he pulled his cheek open to the side, reached back, and ripped a molar out of the back of his mouth, a wet tooth. So don't let anybody tell you that the subconscious mind isn't real, all right? I won't stand for that. Not here, not anywhere. Namaste to you. Namaste. Oh yeah, there was a lot of blood, Bees Radio. Good question. Really fantastic question from Bees Radio. Was there a lot of blood? There was absolutely a shitload of blood. But honestly, you couldn't have guessed based on his emotional reaction. Subconscious mind is very powerful. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the lines. Let's open up the lines. Let's start this whole thing, bust this thing off. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, guys. 773-974-9585. We're getting into dreams. All right. Now, you don't got to be funny. You don't got to be interesting. I know you guys get nervous about this. just go ahead and call up. Just have a dream ready to rock and roll. Have a dream ready to rock and roll. And we'll dive in. It's me, Leslie, all right? You know I care about you. You know I believe in you. You know I want the best for you. So give me a call. 773-974-9585. Let's get into your dreams. Namaste. Well, that's the thing about penises, Stress Yoga, is that they are ugly. They're hideous. They're not supposed to be, like, pretty or cute. I mean, you got to get past, in order to start calling it cute and pretty, you got to enter the world of penis, and then it's a very different thing. But, like, it's like learning to drink black coffee or whiskey, or, you know, trying to get used to a food you don't like or something like this. You know, it's being able to enter what it is and accepting it for what it is, and then you can start. But you're absolutely right that the penis is a hideous thing. Shameful. My dog cock is prettier than an uncircumcised human's. Yes, Silly B, I am a licensed therapist. Legally licensed therapist. Yes. Good question. Thank you for asking that. I love when somebody asks me about that. Sure. Okay, guys, we got a former, you know, somebody who used to really stack up his first calls of the night. He was somebody that used to get in here that first call very often. So let's go ahead and bring up, you're going to recognize him right away. All right, so we got our first caller on the line. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight? Shrimp Toaster, welcome on back to the program, brother. How are you? Oh, hold on, you're muted. Thank you. Oh, it's Shrimp Toaster,
Leslie.
everybody. And go ahead and repeat that answer.
Yeah, I ain't feeling so good these days. I ain't feeling so hot.
Oh, what's going on, Toaster, Shrimp Toaster?
I've just been having a lot of headaches and fevers and such, and my tummy's hurting and all that kind of thing. And sometimes I just lose track of time, and I slip in and out of consciousness, and I just ain't feeling so hot, Leslie. I'm just stuck in bed all day. I just feel very exhausted most of the time. I think I'm seeing things.
What kind of stuff are you seeing?
Just movement out the corner of my eyes, like there's something flying around, flapping around. I don't know,
What do they
Leslie.
look like? What do they look like? Describe them to me.
It's like a bat in the corner of my eye. Every time I turn to look at it, it's gone, and then another bat on the other corner, on the other side. I just can't. It's hard to keep track of them.
Wow.
I'm just, and the headaches is what's really getting
Do you remember?
to me. They just don't
do you
stop.
have any a memory of where this might have come from?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Leslie. I don't know what's going on, because I was feeling on top of the world the other day, and I was feeling like I finally took over Toaster's body and all, and and everything felt right, and everything felt good, and I was free, and I don't know what it is. Also, and a little bit of a different subject, but I want to, frankly, man to man, I want to apologize for my behavior on my last call. I don't know if you remember, since you seem to have trouble remembering a lot of our phone calls.
Oh, I do. I remember.
That.
Sociopathogen.
Yeah,
This affliction has turned Toaster Southern.
Who said that?
Sociopathogen.
Well, it's on him to keep up with what's going on. But Yeah, I just want to, first and foremost, I want to apologize for my behavior on my last call. I did get a little bit out of hand. You know, I have a temper, and I want to admit to you also that I did call into another call-in program and make a big announcement that we weren't best friends anymore, that I broke up with you. But I realized in that time I was speaking out of passion. I didn't mean what I said. And I just want you to know that I'd still like to be best friends with you if that's possible. Leslie?
Sure thing. Well, listen, let's take this one thing at a time. First of all, this sounds very scary and upsetting. So first of all,
I'm very scared.
I can hear it in your voice, and it makes me sad. It makes me wish I could do something about it, but I can't. You know, there's something happening to you that's very serious and very...
There's something going on, Leslie.
Mm-hmm. There's something very, very serious going on with you, and you should be scared.
I am scared, and I'm just... It's hard living in this hole ever since I moved in with Sarpeakle. It's just a lot. It's a lot getting used to it, and it's just dark and wet down here.
Now, secondly, I want to address something that you are welcome, reincarnated slime. Namaste to you. Welcome on into the most powerful program, most powerful personal power program in the country. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to you. Now, listen. I'm happy to be your best friend. Listen, that goes without saying. You know, I know you and Toaster are very different people. You are two different, very different people, right?
Yes, sir, we are. He's a weak loser, and I'm a real man.
Right. He's a little pussy baby bitch boy, and you
that's right.
are a tough, hardworking, you know, a sort of man. I wouldn't call Toaster a man. I would call you a man.
Toaster's a boy. He's a weak boy.
Mm-hmm. He's got little wrists. He's got little wrists. He goes pee about 30 times a day. He's got he's got soft bones.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're talking about him like he's still alive. Toaster's dead. I won. I took over. And I'm the real deal now, Leslie. Forget about Toaster.
Well, listen, okay, yeah. Well, listen, I think that real Toaster's around still. I think that's what counts for these blackouts. Toaster is not taking over.
I beat him. I took him over.
You literally.
It can't be.
You literally did not.
It can't be. He's weak. He can't fight back. I won. It can't be.
Well, listen, another thing I want to talk about, you know, and this is, honestly, you're really taking us to task tonight, because tonight we are exploring dreams, right? And how powerful the subconscious mind can be. And the reason we do this during the seasonal changes is because during the seasonal changes is exactly when our subconscious mind starts speaking the most clearly to our conscious minds. Does this make sense? Does that make sense to you, Shrimp Toaster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
the reason I said you're taking us to task tonight is because, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, right now what we're listening to is a genuine example of multiple personality disorder. A very rare mental illness that when it rears its head, there is no denying it. This little boy, this fella right here, has a very complex internal situation. The subconscious mind reaching forward to the conscious mind and really causing a ruckus. The power.
Let me just stop you. Right there. There ain't no multiple personalities. It's just me. It's just Shrimp Toaster. I won.
Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, and you may or may not remember this, but does anyone in chat have a clip? Do you remember? Well, how about this, Shrimp Toaster? I was raided about a half an hour ago by What's Up Catsup.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any memory of this?
I don't know how to use all that technology stuff. I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. Well, you're on about. Well, I don't know what you're getting
Well,
at.
if you couldn't have raided, then my question is, who raided? It sounds to me like Toaster is very alive and active, and this really sort of counts for your blackout situation.
But how could it be that he's still out there if I won? That's what I don't understand, Leslie.
Well, if I won, I would think about, maybe you're not as strong as you think you are. Maybe you're also kind of a little pussy.
Well, I thought that at once, but because I had never been sick before, but now I've been getting all these headaches and all these black.
You were terminated by Larry Picklejar. Namaste. Larry Picklejar saying, we're not doing that anymore. Namaste. Larry Picklejar, thank you so much. Appreciate that, and thank you for being with us tonight. LPJ throwing the first punch tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so we have our next caller on the line. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. Tell me, what's something I can call you tonight?
This is Barry Punch.
Barry Punch, longtime explorer, somebody well-versed in the program of Explorations. Namaste to you, Barry Punch. How are you tonight?
I'm good, thank you.
You're very, very, very welcome. Namaste to you. Namaste to you. Now, Barry Punch, I just kind of want to jump right into it with you. I'm seeing, the little notes left for me by our call screener Pepperoncini, that you wanted to discuss. Is it possible that you wanted to explore lucid dreaming?
Yeah. So I have lucid dreams on a fairly regular basis. And I thought that would be something that'd be interesting to explore.
Lucid dreams on a regular basis. Yeah, so tell me about it. Tell me a little bit about how'd you get started lucid dreaming in the first place, Barry Punch?
Just reality checks.
Oh.
Was that a reality check?
That's a reality check at the moment.
What was that?
That was me stealing cigarettes.
Now I'm saying, who'd you steal it from?
My father.
Thank you, Papa. Another piglet at the teat, huh?
Hell yeah.
Namaste. Well, beautiful. It sounds like you have a beautiful relationship with your father. Namaste. Give him my best.
I will. So anyway, my last dream, I don't know if this has any relationship to the program, but it was about basically panning for gold on the top of a local mountain. I don't know what that means.
Panning for gold on top of a local mountain. Now, this was a lucid dream that you had.
Mm-hmm.
And how did it go? Get into as much detail as you can. What exactly happened?
So basically, I made it up there on a hike, and we were looking for gold in the soil, and there was an interpretive aid station within the mountain, and there was a bunch of workers, or just like some interpretive aides that were just doing educational stations, and then there was like a mountain lion, if that makes any sense.
There were somebody, yeah. So there were an interpretive. What were they interpreting?
Just geology and the fucking just the foundation of what goes into a mountain.
And this was interpreting.
They were yeah. So they were like explaining like the geological formations and such.
Okay. All right. So and then you began. so what happened next? You saw them. You saw the mountain lion. Tell me about the mountain lion. Was there anything of note?
We were trying to feed the mountain lion some sort of consumption of some sort. Like we were trying to feed it some sort of food because it was emaciated.
Mm-hmm.
So there was just this fucking emaciated mountain lion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know what else.
Okay, and did it work? Did it eat it?
No, it took off. And so basically the dream took off from there, and then I was on some Swiss alpine scenario, and then there was a cat, and then we were trying to feed the cat, and all we had was like fucking granola.
Cats don't like granola.
No, it didn't work. So we went back down on the ski lift to get some cat food.
Now let's go ahead. Let's. Okay, so you from there you went to a Swiss. What was it?
Swiss village of some sort, like a ski village.
And what happened there?
So we basically collected the food and returned, or no, the dream ended there. So yeah, if somebody wants to terminate at this point, I understand.
Oh, no. We're just scratching the surface right now. I haven't even gotten into any kind of interpretation on my side yet. Now listen, Barry Punch, first of all, thank you for calling in. Thank you for, it's not, I want to say one thing to the chat right now. It's not the easiest thing to relay your dreams, right? You might think they're nothing, like a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, I'll go ahead and call up and talk about my dreams, but ultimately you get real close to it, and there's something vulnerable about it, right? There's something naked about it, and to let another person have access to you like that is not nothing. Is not nothing, and that anxiety that you feel, I just want to take a second and acknowledge it, and I want to say you're right. You're right. Now the next question is, me, Leslie Tanner, do you trust me with your dreams?
I do.
Yes, beautiful. And thank you so much for trusting me, Barry Punch. Now let's go ahead and jump right into it. So listen, I think the most striking part of your dream, mountains often, they signify either something ancient and old or some sort of task. The task of life. The man sort of attempting to conquer and push back against the nature, external and internal, right? To conquer what is outside and inside in pursuit of what? Now, what was up there? There was some interpreters telling you that a mountain is a mountain. That seemed kind of just like, yeah, there's a lot of people like that. I know what a mountain is, That was my reaction. You told me that. I was like, yeah, I know some people like that in my life. Larry Picklejar with a Communal Vision caller, on a scale of 1 to 10, how embarrassed are you telling this story about your boring dream? Also, does that embarrassment give you a boner?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I'm at a 8 or a 9, and the owner.
Boner, like a hard penis.
Boner. Okay, on a harder, I would say a 0.
So you're completely soft and flaccid, right?
I'm flaccid at the moment.
Your penis is very soft. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Now, okay, so to sort of wrap up my interpretation of your dream, the mountain being, right, what you conquer. And you got a bunch of people telling you, oh, a mountain is a mountain. Oh, understand the mountain this way, understand the mountain that way, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. You're already up there on the goddamn mountain. Like I said, I know some people like this that love to do exactly that, accomplish nothing and go nowhere and just really get in the way. However, I think the really interesting part is this mountain lion. The mountain lion. Now, whenever there's a cat in a dream, ladies and gentlemen, whenever there's a cat in the dream, and if you guys call up with some cats in your dreams, we're going to take it one by one. But largely, almost almost 100% of the time, if there is a feline presence in the dream, it symbolizes femininity, women, the pussy. All right, and in this case,
or furries.
we got a mountain lion, right? A mountain lion, a predator, something that can really hurt you, a threat potentially, but you express care for it. Also, mountain lion, also part of the, the nature that you wish to conquer, conquering the pussy. The pussy is yours. You go to nurture the pussy ran away. And I don't think it's an accident they ended up in the Swiss Alps doing whatever the hell you were doing. What were you doing there?
It was just a mountaineering thing.
To a different place very far away, and doing mountain stuff again. That makes sense. Caller, what kind of lucid dreams give you a very hard boners? You have to answer honestly. That's from Larry Pickle Jar.
Pass.
Okay, that's that. And then we've got another communal vision coming in from Cougar Pie. Cougar Pie asking, why is the music going nuts? I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. I hear no music at all right now. Is there music playing?
I don't hear music.
There's the main song.
Boner dreams. Yeah, I can't comp to that. I don't know.
No. The organ? All right, that's the way it goes. Nigel Pennyweather, caller, you strike me as the kind of person who doesn't need to worry about anal bleaching. Is that correct? Namaste.
Anal bleaching. Yeah, I can't say I've tried that.
Yeah. Well, that's something to think. That's something to consider, at the very least. But listen, as interpreting your dream, I feel as if I think next time you see a mountain lion in your dream, understand this is your relationship with femininity and the pussy in general. So what I'd love to see is throw the granola away. Get like a net or get a tranquilizer dart and shoot the mountain lion, aka the pussy, with a trank dart.
Right on. Trank dart. All right. Well, thank you, Guru.
Trank dart. Yeah. Namaste. Well, Barry Punch, thank you so much for the really gorgeous, rich, enriching dream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
No problem. Thanks, Guru.
Yeah. Namaste, Barry.
Bye.
Communal vision from Larry Pickle Jar. Caller, stop being a coward and answer the boner dream question. It's okay if it's gay stuff or little people stuff. We already assume it's one of those two things. Either little people or gay. That's the vibe you're getting. I don't know. He did have a dream. He's at least a little attracted to the poussoir, as they say in France. That's the French terminology for it. Namaste. Vaginal granola. Yeah, vaginal granola. That's what. F4. Namaste and welcome formally to the program, to the community. Blessings. Namaste. Cougar Pie, your mic is great compared to the music. What do you mean? Is the Wait a second. Did it adjust again? Uh-oh. Oh, it auto-adjusted. Again. Nah, man. I want this up. There. Your mic is great compared to the music. What the fuck? It's doing that auto-adjust thing again. It's driving me nuts. But, so the music sounds loud compared to my mic, which keeps goddamn adjusting. Let's go ahead and turn it down a little more. soon as I started taking calls. Let's see. Low mic. Okay, yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. We're going to bring in the next caller. Da-da-da-da-da. One second. I'm going to see if I can fix the audio for my mic real quick. Probably not. I just want to see if I can. No. Okay, we'll figure it out later. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. Blessings and obviously, yeah. So low mic, and that's fine. Okay, we'll just keep going. Now, thank you so much, Silly Bee, for the 10 bits. Thank you. Appreciate that. Of course. Let's get rid of that. All right, I think we're good. Beautiful. All right, we got. Everyone, welcome. 359. I'm saying welcome on into Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. Namaste and welcome on into the first day of the rest of your life, should you allow that to happen. Namaste. Feel free to guide your individual and our collective exploration with the channel points below the chat. Namaste to you, Bree. Thank you so much, and it feels great to have your presence here. All right, let's get this next caller in, huh? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
You can call me John.
John, welcome on in. John, is this your first time calling the program?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Holy moly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a first-time caller on the line right now. Can we get some excitement, some emojis, some namastes in the chat right now? Really exciting stuff. John, thank you so much. How long have you been? Have you just started watching the program tonight?
Yeah. You know,
just
I just
tonight.
Like I saw it.
How'd you find us, John?
I was just looking around Twitch and I found it, and I saw you guys were talking about dreams and stuff, and like being calling. So yeah, I just wanted to call in about a dream. Like these dreams I've been having for a week. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, tell me all about it, John. Very excited to hear this. Go for it.
So like a month ago, bro. I'm about to cry saying this. A month ago, I started college and started my business classes and shit. And bro, like these dreams, I've been getting raped by all the dudes in the class, and it shit hurts so bad, bro. Like I feel it like real as hell.
It hurts. Well, that's the thing about rape. It hurts. Larry Pickle Jar with a communal vision. Caller, boner dream. Go. I thought that was the best time for that, Larry. But let's earmark that, right? Let's earmark that and return to it. So all right. So you're getting raped by the guys in your business classes? Am I hearing that right?
Yeah.
And you said it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts like really bad, bro.
I'll bet. Well, that's they did it, and this came out of Duke University just a month ago. When I got this study on my desk, it was crazy because I've been asking for this data, for years and years and years. But so I got the published study from Duke University, polling, rape victims of all genders, of all races, of all et ceteras. And they said to describe the rape, and on top of the list, guess what it was? What was the number one thing that they said?
Like in the dreams, like what they said to me.
No. In the study from Duke University, when they polled rape victims about what was, use some adjectives to describe it, and what do you think that top word was?
I'm not sure. Maybe like gay.
Gay rape? No. Well, I mean, if it was gay rape, then yeah, that word was high. But no, it hurts.
Maybe like aggressive or something.
I mean, yeah, no, yeah, that was further down because it's got a lot of syllables. Larry Picklejar, how about you fix your redeems so they don't take 15 minutes to appear on the screen? It's not. I don't know what the problem is. It's on Twitch's side, Larry Picklejar. It's on, and the communal vision is the only one that takes forever because Twitch is trying to destroy us. Because there is a cabal within Twitch trying to destroy the program. As we've discussed, is you know what's going on behind the scenes there. Don't talk to me like you don't, like this is news to you. All right, you know exactly what's going on behind the scenes at twitch.tv. Namaste. So listen, so you're getting raped in your dreams by these guys, and the business. So you're like a month into school, and would you say that school is going good?
Yeah, it's going good, you know. Been like doing studying and stuff, you know. But I just have like the main thing about these dreams, like yeah, race and shit, but like every single time I wake up, bro, like I'm like wet as hell.
You're wet. What does that mean? You have a pussy,
Like,
or do you just like covered in sweat?
Like no, like bro, my dick is like I'm like wet, but I'm not gay. I like throughout my life I have hella drugs and stuff, like ABGs and all of that, but. Bro, I'm not gay or anything, but whenever I wake up in these dreams, it's just like crazy. Like, bro, I am wet. And I don't know what to do about it because, I'm not gay, but it's like these dreams, like it's rape dreams. So, it's kind of aggressive and it hurts and stuff. But, bro, like, I don't, maybe this is my thing.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Dennis Rodman very famously had, gay sex with men in the 90s, but he didn't identify as gay. He was quoted as saying it was just about power. Chromatic Mage, it hurts me when you cry. Don't do that. And
A lot of people get really upset whenever there's a mass shooting. I certainly understand why.
So listen, I think that this is a very natural thing in a young man's life, John. I think that it means that you're doing the right thing, you're in the right place, and ultimately, this is kind of an eat, pray, love moment for you. And you have been terminated by Peppercorn Patty. But good luck. Namaste. Terminated by Peppercorn Patty. With the phrase, with the little saying, bye bitch. Bye bitch from Peppercorn Patty. I love that aggression. I love the aggression. He's gonna have a dream about that. But Peppercorn Patty is a woman, so maybe not a good candidate. Oh yeah, stress yoga? Was that it? Was that the line? Was that the weird little, did we find it for you? Oh, we've got a caller on the line. Caller, welcome to Caller, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Hey Guru, how we doing? It's Psyduck.
Oh, Psyduck, brother Psyduck, great to have you back. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Namaste.
How are you doing, Guru?
Doing fantastic. I'm doing great myself. I'm having a fantastic night, very active night. I love spelunking into the subconscious minds of the explorers via dreams. We're talking about dreams tonight. So, Psyduck, let's jump right in.
Psyduck my ass? What does that even mean, Forge?
That's a good question.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
The music is, what's happening is the
Munivision.
Windows has started ducking the volume on my mic. 1 second.
Guru, we need to get you on Linux. and/or Mac OS, a Unix-based operating system?
I don't have time for any of that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's fine. You got
Hold on.
producers to take care of that stuff for you.
Clear audio, open mic, no processing. Okay, Discord's fine. 1 second.
Or
This is
sit down. Sit down,
absolutely
Forge.
driving me crazy. Okay, wow.
You can emulate it. There's VMs for that. There's VMs for that.
1 second. Okay, it'll be a little louder for like 5 seconds before fucking me in my ass. I'll just have to get into the fucking details of that later. Okie dokie. So, Psyduck, let's jump right in. Tell me about a dream. No, let's not holly butt around.
Sorry, are we done with the audio issues? We're just
No, it'll
jumping
never
straight
be
into
done, ever. But right
Oh,
now,
well.
drop my mic in the
Believe me,
mix so
brother,
it makes all
I-
the music sound loud. Everyone's saying that the music sounds loud because Windows keeps taking my mic from half, like 50%, down to 9%.
It sounds fine on the call, so I guess that's, okay, Communivision. No? Is it that far behind now to where the
Yeah, it takes like a second. It takes a second. I don't know why.
All right.
Larry Picklejar says, caller, get to the point.
Larry Picklejar? I'm trying to.
Let her rip. Let her rip. Talk to us. Tell us about a
Topic of
dream.
dreams. Okay. So for the past, I'd say month and a half, I've been having the same-ish recurring dream of where it's me free falling from a building. The building is not necessarily the same building every time. Multi-story building, not like a 1-2-story thing. It's like a high-rise type scenario. And so the only alternating thing that happens at the end is that I either wake up right before I hit the ground or I fall on a knife and then I wake up. So
Wow,
that's
interesting.
kind of what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, interesting
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in though. So my view as a therapist, there's a lot of debate about what the purpose of dreams are, right? Is it a gateway to a new reality? Is it a portal? Is it a way of understanding? Is it ourselves, the world around us?
Greens or screens?
What?
Did you say greens or screens?
I said when? I said dreams.
When
Probably.
you? Okay, dreams. Okay, so it was dreams, screens, greens. Yeah, it's all okay.
But that's interesting that you said that. That's interesting that you said that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe in coincidences. All right, you know that about me. I do not believe in random coincidences. When things happen like this. Like this might be a seemingly small, just kind of miscommunication, right? To an untrained mind, maybe yes. That would be a miscommunication. But when I said dreams again, and ladies and gentlemen, of course I most likely said dreams. It's on the screen right now. It's the theme. We're talking about dreams all night. But his mind turned that word dreams into screens. Wow. Wow. Now that is pregnant.
Wow.
That is pregnant. That is a pregnant, we're going to call that a pregnancy.
I'm full right now, Guru.
Wow. Now, Screens. Now we're going to take a moment and get into dreams, screens.
Dreams and screens.
Dreams, being, an ephemeral thing, a real thing, something that, only an organic conscious mind can participate in, can conjure and participate in. Then on the other hand, we've got a simulation of reality, through which we participation in a simulation of self, a simulation of interaction, a simulation of this, that, or the other. And what I would say, and many people agree with me, many academics and spiritual leaders agree with me, that the screens are robbing us of that which makes dreams possible.
Wow. Wow.
So here's the thing about the dream that you shared, Psyduck. Here's the thing, is that is an extremely common dream, and it asks a lot of questions, and none of them are answered, right? Where do you go from just kind of a bare bones dream like that?
Exactly. And that's what I was calling in with. We turned from dreams to screens, and also I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the screen. When I'm watching you, Guru, it's through the screen. And so that's something. But I don't know. Continue with your interpretation, please. I need
screens. When you heard the word screen and then you interrupted me while I was talking, you said, "Did you say screens?" So the word screens at that point, to me personally speaking, as a therapist and somebody who deals with matters of spirituality and unlocking true power, I see at that point my interpretation of the word screens was intrusive. You see what I'm saying? The word screens intruded upon your mind, and it intruded upon our conversation. Thankfully so, I'm glad it did. But it is intrusive. The screen, Brother Psyduck, is intruding. Now, does that mean to throw away your screens? I would say not.
Well, of course not, Guru. I mean, I could only hope that at one point that I can only achieve the next level to where, I can be working the program without having to interact with any sort of screen. But unfortunately, I think most of us at this point still have to. So, that's fine. It's a burden we all have to bear. And I think that that's honestly something it's not against you, it's against us. As viewers and followers of the Devoted Light. And, I don't certainly have any way to work past that currently, but, that's a community thing to come up with.
Psyduck, as insightful as that is, I would like to take one step further. With you. Screens, intrusion. Burden, yes. However, in having now identified it as a burden, as an intrusion, now we get to do something about that, right? We get to struggle against it, but ultimately be defeated, and that's where we're headed. It's going to beat us. The robots are coming, the AI's coming. People are going to get little brain chips, and it's only going to make the levels of autism are really going to make you want to kind of just get you throw up and cry.
Oh yeah.
Very quickly,
brother.
Very quickly,
brother. You're telling me.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly really fast. So we're gonna lose to the screens. But now you have a chance.
We've already lost.
To define the parameters of your loss, of your defeat, and therefore define the parameters of your journey to the next level. Onion plug, caller, if you had a chance to fuck your own corpse, would you use a rubber?
My own corpse? No. I'm good. Also, if you're gonna go all in, Go raw. And that's a quote from Psyduck.
Beautiful. Well, let's call it right there. Psyduck, you have this is an amazing topic. Screens, dreams, defining our loss, defining our journey, how to take that next step to the next level. Psyduck, you've always been one of the brighter explorers ever since you got here. Very strong, and I love that you brought so much to the table tonight. I want to thank you genuinely.
Thank you, Guru. Forge, I don't know who the fuck you are, but sit the fuck down.
Got a little beef broiling some beef. Larry Pigjar has terminated you. Namaste.
Okay, well, love you.
Beautiful. 773-974-9585. Larry Picklejar saying, fuck you. Larry Picklejar, as you will see on the screen, said, fuck you, Psyduck. Fuck you, Psyduck. Namaste, Larry Picklejar. 773-974-9585. 773-974-9585. Let's see. Rai 2 Real. We got a really beautiful perspective. I'm sure it's coming right now. Rai 2 Real. Fuck you, or that's Larry Picklejar. That was like an hour ago. Thank you so much, Larry. I don't know what it is. I really have no idea what it is. Because the same thing happened when the communal visions were at 150 bits, and then I switched them to 200, and the 150 bits was still slow, but the 200 was fast, but then 200 became slow for some reason. It's got to be on Twitch's side because I'm watching the triggers happen on my side on Sammy. Larry Picklejar gifting a sub to DJ Clancy. Namaste to DJ. Love to work with him. I'd love a hosting, maybe have a hosting position within TwitchCon. And I'd love to work with him also just on the vision for Twitch. Really focus what he's going, where he has a really beautiful story to his life. Larry Picklejar with a communal vision that'll be on the screen in about 4 hours. Rai 2 Real earlier said, and I failed to relay it as it was dictated to me in real time. I like a natural brown booty hole, says Rai 2 Real. Larry Picklejar says, hey DJ Clancy, fix the slow redeems, you old ass fuck. You old ass fuck. Larry Picklejar taking a swing. Very, very, very provocative message to be sending out on the platform at twitch.tv. DJ Clancy. Namaste to DJ Clancy. Love to have you on the program. Love to pick your mind. And also just love to give you the most effective personal power program in the country. Namaste to you. Rai 2 Real. Dude seemed like expert reading chat and all. Rai 2 Real. Interesting point. Allow applications to take exclusive control over the device. No, motherfucker. Alright, let's see if that fixed it. 1 second. I think I might have fixed it. And honestly, it took 2 seconds. I could have done it at any point. Alright. Let's see if it moves. All right. I think so far so good. So far it's stable. Go ahead and adjust your audio now. Nope. Never mind. I'm gonna lose my damn mind. Never mind. All right, we got a new caller on the line tonight. We're exploring dreams. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Andrew. I'm Duckonomics in the chat.
Namaste, Andrew, a.k.a. Duckonomics. Blessings. Thank you so much for the call tonight. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm sad I missed the last infatuations. I was probably doing some baking or something, but
oh, no worries. No worries. No worries. Were you going to participate?
It was a good show anyways. I was trying to. I think I was gonna hop in, but you were like, "Oh, this is the last caller, or this is gonna be the last one," and then it wasn't the last one, and then you did it again for the next one. You said this is the last one, and then I don't know. Maybe I was just confused. I was really paying too much attention. But
we make so many decisions on the fly. I did a Band-Aid solution to the microphone situation, so that's. Yeah. Go ahead, everybody, adjust your shit. It is now this.
Okay. Yeah, but before I jump into the dream stuff, I just want to say you've been doing a great job keeping it up tonight with how terrible everything's been, how all the callers have been dog shit, and how Microsoft's been fucking you in the ass all night.
Yeah, Microsoft having sex with my ass while I stream. Also, we've had some really, not all of them, but some real turds of callers tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Really
into that John
as you said,
guy
dog shit.
John was like talking about his dreams. He was opening up. He was a new caller, and he got terminated. And I was like, what the hell? I know. It's kind of funny how that happens, right? But that terminate button is there for a reason. I love to give a sort of control to the chat. The program is the program. And if the program works because the program works. So if the program does something, it has to be working because the program works, and that's the rule. And it all goes to a good cause. So
right. Exactly.
Even if I were to be terminated right now, I'd be okay with that because the money's going to someone who deserves it.
Namaste. So listen, let's jump right in.
All right.
Let's jump right in.
Well, yeah, so dreams, I mean, I've done some lucid dreaming in the past. I don't know what triggers it. I haven't done it recently. I think that recently my dreams have just been, I overslept, and so I only realized that I was dreaming when I wake up during a dream, and then lately I've just been like forgetting it almost immediately. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, dreams are just kind of fun when they happen.
Now let's listen. I got something for you. Already. You have these dreams that you wake up late. Talk to me about that.
Well, I think I heard somewhere that you actually do have dreams all the time when you sleep, and you only remember the ones that you wake up in, because once a dream ends and you continue sleeping, your mind just throws all that information out. Obviously, it's still with you subconsciously somewhere in the back of your mind, but if you have that dream again, you might be like, oh, I was here before, like deja vu sort of thing. But you just forget a lot, like 90% of the dreams that you have, because you don't wake up during them.
So it sounds like you're and this is, listen, I think I understand the situation. So you have a lot of dreams, but you don't hardly remember them at all. And this, I mean, obviously that's a very common thing. I think we can all relate to that. Everyone in chat can relate to it at some point in their life, if not right now. Can relate to, you remember having a dream and something, it gives you some kind of feeling when you wake up, but then it goes away, and it's as if it was never even there in the first place. So truly, a normal experience. However, as a therapist, when I hear that, what I hear is that if we're forgetting dreams in all these places, right? The subconscious is sending us messages and all coming from all these different directions, except for one direction we are receiving the message. That tells me that this is not an accident. This message being sent to us by the subconscious mind is important. Okay? So with this image, this experience of waking up late, is a very specific message coming from the subconscious mind, yearning to be expressed. And I'm going to take a leap. I'm going to take a leap before I ask any more questions. I'm going to say it, and then I kind of want to kind of go back, work backwards from it, okay?
All right, hit me.
Andrew, what I think your subconscious mind is trying to tell you is that you are a repressed, like kind of just piece of shit. Like you are a fuck up, right? And you have to try really hard not to be that. You have a lot of feelings about not being that. So like it coming through the surface of like, oh, I'm sleeping in. Oh, I'm sleeping in. Oh, I'm sleeping in. Oh, I'm fucking up my life. Oh, I'm doing these irresponsible things. That is telling me, you know, in the way that like that man I talked about earlier with all the sort of with the repressed homosexuality, you're like that except not gay. And you're just kind of a piece of shit, so, I think internally. Now, how does that manifest? What does your day-to-day look like, Andrew? Tell us about your day-to-day. What do you do for work? How seriously do you take it, etc.?
Okay, so I'm a college student, and I go to a community college, and I'm studying video game development, art and modeling. Like 3D modeling, 2D art, and just game development in general. And it's kind of fun. And I go to school like once a week. I take 3 classes per semester. And my job is I work as a cashier, and I go there like twice a week. So I don't leave the house for most of the week. Just four days out of the week I'm at home. I like to go for walks occasionally, but I don't really hang out with friends. Have friends.
Can you speak up just a little bit? You're a little soft.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of an internet guy. I'm on my computer a lot of time, but I like to go out for a walk every now and then just for my own physical well-being, you know.
Now, okay, let's go ahead. Let's that's yeah, okay. So yeah, that really I think is some really strong evidence that I was onto something with my intuition. Mm-hmm. Now, so what I'm hearing, you know, is a fairly, you know, there's a lot of people in your situation, you know, generally speaking, like going to school, working through school, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to like really take a second and unpack that a little bit. So we've got a guy working as a cashier. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you in the chat have at any point in your life worked as a cashier, you know how miserable this fucking job is. Miserable. A full 8-hour shift behind a cash register, I could taste the metal of a gun. That's what I'm saying. 8 hours behind a cash register. I don't care where you are. Now, let's go ahead and so we've got that at its base, but then we have you amidst that, we have you know, hoping and reaching for a better future, for something more productive, something more happier, something more resonant with you as a person. So you're at this soul-deadening job, and you not only are you working, but you have to protect the fire inside of you in order to work for a better future that you can't see, taste, feel, may not ever come, but you're here putting in the work so that you, with the hope that it can happen in the future. Does that feel accurate, what I'm describing right now?
Yeah, I think you got it, Leslie. I think that's it, yeah.
Now, this is a tremendous amount of pressure. A tremendous amount of pressure. To be in the throes of, you know, what a lot of people might do, you know, refer to as capitalism, and a soul deadening dead end. The world's kind of just disintegrating in the United States, and then on top of that, just trying your damn best and hoping for even more of the best.
Yeah.
Tremendous amount of pressure. It makes sense that you, in your core, you know, you want to. There's a fuck up inside of you. There's a hapless, helpless little piece of shit who wants to just kind of jerk off all day, and fuck around on Discord, fuck around on? Are you or what are your platforms? You go on Reddit or 4chan or where do you hang out?
Most of my day on Twitch, I think, and so I watch YouTube videos, play games.
Right. Okay. I see. Yeah. So I mean, there's a part of you that just like, because if you went in that direction and just let it all fall apart, sleep in, whack off, order food until you're broke, apply for disability for something made up. There is that route for you, and it is calling your name.
I try not to do that. I mean, I know that so first of all, I do live with my parents and not paying.
Say that one more time. A little soft.
Oh, I don't really pay any rent. I'm just I'm piggybacking on my parents,
Oh yeah, so even that, and that's kind of that really adds a whole different layer to it. Yeah, the siren song of being a fuck up piece of shit who whacks off all day, doesn't work toward anything, wants to give up hope, wants to give up everything. It's like listening to Sublime in the summertime. It is just tickling you, calling you. And I think what whether you do that or not, I'm not here to tell you. I think a part of me would love to see that. Part of me would love to see you, just like not go anywhere, get pale, gain a lot of weight, whack off a lot, make your parents, disappointed in you and whatnot. I'd love to see that, but it's up to you, right? It's up to you, and I think we need to take seriously this Andrew inside of you that wants very desperately to be doing those things.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I kind of limit myself. I'm like, to those sort of shitty activities.
I'll bet you do. I'll bet you fucking do. Framwyard, fuck Sublime, fuck ska, fuck Southern California. Framwyard upset with the reference to Sublime. Triggered. Snowflake triggered. Producer Fram triggered. Wow.
I could tell you about a dream a couple of dreams I had a few months ago that I actually wrote down.
Chromatic Mage, start live streaming on Twitch.
Okay. Is that to me?
Yep, that's you.
I stream on Twitch sometimes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. You probably shouldn't even bother checking it out, honestly.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, listen. Save those other dreams for next time. This one was the one that we needed to deal with tonight. There is a tidal force inside of you that needs to be acknowledged and expressed in some way. Rai 2 Real, crank, hog, and fuck around on the computer. Sounds like you're living the dream.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fucking around.
You know that old adage that's like, a successful businessman is talking to like a local village fisherman. He asked the village fisherman, "Oh, what do you do every day?" He's like, "Oh, I wake up late and I go fishing all day and I eat the fish and then I go to sleep." And he's like, "Oh, that's awesome." And he's like, "What do you do?" It's like, "Oh, well, when I was 20, I started a small business. At 30, I started another one. At 40, I invested. 50, I worked to retirement." And the villager asked him, "Suck my dick, gay roo." Gay. Oh, he's calling me gay, like a guru, and then using the word gay instead of goo. So suck my dick, gay roo. Suck my dick. Well, listen. I love the spirit. Let's keep that spirit alive. So Fram is having a lot of personal problems in his life, and I think this is getting this kind of energy up is really important. Really. So if you could throw some encouraging words in the chat right now to Framwyard while he attempts to attack me and embarrass me in front of the community. One moment, we have a psychic emergency.
In cooperation with Explorer Pepperoncini to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 pick it up P-I-C-K-I-T-U-P 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 repeat. Cheer 400 pick it up P-I-C-K-I-T-U-P 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 pick it up P-I-C-K-I-T-U-P. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Yeah, namaste. Goodbye.
Guys, that's going to do it for me for the first half of exploration. I got to take a little pee-pee break. It's pee-pee break time, all right? I'll be right back with our second situation, second half of the program tonight, in which we're exploring dreams on explorations with Leslie Tanner. Larry Picklejar says, well, I can't wait till it gets on the screen, but I am going to take a break. Stick around for a couple words about my community of devoted light, though, guys. You really want to be a part of this. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. The podcasts are so fun. The videos are so fun. Everybody that's a part of it absolutely enjoys being a part of it. You need to clean house on these people. Larry Picklejar, I'm not exactly sure who you're talking about. These followers, my brothers and sisters of explorations, are people that I cherish here. People that I cherish here and live to serve through the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Larry Picklejar, if you could go speak on that in a little more detail after I get back. Guys, I'll be right back with some more callers and more explorations of dreams tonight on Explorations. Namaste.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. A large part of our work together can be characterized, simplified as the act of giving up, the act of ceasing effort, admitting complete defeat. On our way to this state of mind, of defeat, we will meet a certain enemy along the road. Hope. Hope that things can be different. Hope that we will overcome. Hope that we will win. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste Explorers, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country, brought directly to you through our landmark call-in show. Now, that was a couple words about a very special part of this program and a very special community that I am working with in a very intimate setting, the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com, where I host my library of exclusive materials, the podcast, the videos. Ask anyone in chat right now that listens to these things and watches these things. They'll knock your socks off. If you're impressed by the level of transformation that you have seen in each call, that you've seen in the chat tonight, that you haven't seen anything yet, if you have not gotten into these materials on Explorations with Leslie Tanner within the community of Devoted Light, a lot of you can't afford it. And I understand that. You might be thinking, oh, you're making me feel bad. Why is everything got to be about money that I don't have? Yeah, your life sucks, period. Your life is shit. And it most likely will continue to be so. Little do you know, is that a very productive and helpful thing within the program? Maybe you're not ready for that yet. But first and foremost, don't make it everybody else's problem. Make it your problem. You can't afford the community of Devoted Light. You can't afford a little bit of extra money to go out to eat. You can't afford a second bathtub in your home. This is your problem. Your life sucks and it will continue to do so. You will just have so much more suffering in your life than if you just had a little bit more money. Period. End of story. So yeah, feel free to complain if you don't have money for the community of Devoted Light. Complain here in my chat. Go over to the Discord server. Start fucking complaining on all the little channels on the Discord server. Let the world know how upset you are that your life is shit and sucks. Namaste to you. And quick little message I'm gonna check. Checking a little message, checking in with my minds. Okay, got it. Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. We'll check in with chat. How are you guys doing? How are we feeling in the second half of the program tonight? How are we feeling? What's the energy like right now? Huh? Welcome Mimosa to the community. Blessings and namaste to Mimosa. Thank you so much for joining us formally on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I see that you are a streamer yourself. Well, listen, I can only tell you how much your career as a streamer is about to explode now that you've found such a personal program such as this. Namaste to you, Mimosa. Blessings and namaste. Can't wait to check out your work on on this website. Oh, I love this website. I love this website. Can't get enough. And it's so awesome that we got a convention for this website with security that's just like, listen, if you're doing a meet and greet at the convention, get ready to get touched. Get ready to get grabbed on. Get ready to get smooched on. And we're going to do very little. We're going to react very poorly. So, like I said at the beginning of the show, when I get invited to do the meet and greet next year, this is all about to explode here at Explorations. When I get invited to do the meet and greet, just know going into it, if you have donated 5 subs at any point in the past, you can do whatever you want to me for 10 seconds. Get in line at the meet and greet. We have a list of the names that can touch me, and do anything you want to me. 10 seconds. I will have a staff of security guards, like I said earlier, a staff of mostly huge fucking Samoan guys. Huge Samoan guys. I'm talking like 400, 500 pounds, ex-linebackers that know exactly what to do. And you get in line, you get to the front of the line, all right, they say, all right, your 10 seconds starts now. If you hesitate, if you start not touching me, look at that, Mimosa understanding exactly what I'm saying right now and how serious I am. Mimosa, namaste to you. Thank you so much for the extremely generous gift of 5 community subs. Shout out, Mimosa. Can we get a nice little getting on that list? Obviously. Can we do a quick shout out for Mimosa, please? Lord, can we get a shout out for Mimosa? Never seen. Listen, I haven't checked out your channel yet. Very excited to do so, though. Very excited to do so. I think there's a synergy here. Now, as I was saying, guys, Mimosa just joined the list. 5 community subs, 10 seconds, whatever you want with me. The Samoan guys, but they won't all be Samoan. There will be some black guys. There will be some black guys and at least one white guy. I know one white guy from high school that would love to be on this team. Friend, we are. Peppercorn threatened to time me out and went to bed instead. Can one possibly be more of a bitch-made bitch? Namaste. We got some producer-moderator tension tonight. Some producer-moderator tension in the staff. And I love to see that. I hate this fake friendliness. We're not here to support each other. This is nonsense. Not here. Not ever. Namaste. Anyway, if you start hesitating, if you get nervous, there's going to be a Samoan guy that's telling you to start touching him. Touch him. Play with his hair. Grab on his ass. Start put a finger in something. Make it happen. Let's go. And if you don't, he's going to full shove you in the back. Full shove you in the back towards me. It won't be like this bullshit over here. I understand. Listen, message received from Twitch.tv. I understand the policy. I understand the situation. I'm not going to have some like little 5'3" guy kind of just jump from out of frame to shove you if you touch me. No, ladies and gentlemen, the message has been sent and received. I'm going to have a 450-pound, half Samoan, half black man shove the shit out of you if you do not start touching me within 1.5 seconds at the meet and greet next year, 2026 TwitchCon. Mark your calendars. San Diego, here we come. All right, we got some people waiting to come on the stream for a very long time. They're probably so upset, especially this next one. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, Mike, and call you tonight?
Hi, Leslie. It's Jenny.
Jenny, former Explorer of the Month. Our inaugural Explorer of the Month, very powerful explorer, Hypocryptomatic, a.k.a. Jenny Matic, a.k.a. Jenny. Jenny, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Jenny, I'm doing great. I'm enthused. I'm energized. I love being here.
Why?
I love working with you all. Please welcome Evgeny Panesikov. Evgeny Ponosenkov.
I can't even read.
No, that was dictated to me. That was all verbatim dictated to me by the software. Nigel Pennyweather got a communal vision that'll be on screen in about 4 hours. But in the meantime, Jenny, how are you doing? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's jump into dreams.
Okay. Well, somebody mentioned lucid dreaming earlier, and I feel like sometimes I think
communal vision from Nigel Pennyweather. My best friend since 6th grade, Nate Marks, K'd himself by train last night. I repeatedly tried to get him involved in the program, but he failed to do so. The program works. Namaste. Well, I mean, I can't guarantee that he wouldn't have done that for sure. And listen, that's me speaking as a therapist, but also me as as the leader of this program. If he said, Leslie, this is what I'm thinking about doing, I'm not going to be like, oh no, life's so precious. If this is your last straw and your hope is to find a hope, bad last straw to have. I'll just say that. But rest in power to your BFF.
I think that's a nice quick way to go. I think it's kind of like a peaceful.
Yeah, it turns you into like a vapor.
Kind of
It turns you into like liquid mostly, depending on the train.
You're just finished.
Yeah, boof.
Last call for alcohol. Then.
I'd imagine. I'd imagine it'd be like the first time you whacked off, right? You're not sure exactly what's going to happen, and you're like, "Whoa!" and then it's done.
You think that's what it feels like?
That's
it's just
what
you do have that moment, and then boom, done. Finished.
Yeah, exactly. Right, too real. You can tell by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Any response?
Is that that's from popular culture?
Yes, that is. That is from popular culture. I believe it was Jennifer Lopez.
That's cool. Anyway, dreams.
Dreams, Jenny, talk to me. What kind of dreams you been having lately?
I don't dream, Les. Let's be honest, like nightmare. I walk it.
Well, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas, Jenny. That makes sense. Jenny doesn't have dreams. Right. Jenny has nightmares. Talk to me about it.
And I'm usually awake for them. For example, I think it was just last night. I was in a field, and it was foggy. It almost kind of seemed like Transylvania. Seriously. Beautiful rocks. There was also water. And I was walking with someone, and I gave them a present. It was a very important gift. And then they were in like a lumberjack outfit. And then they whispered in my ear, and they said, "Everyone hates you." And then they said, "You took that the wrong way." And they blamed me for it.
Yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense.
Then I was on a boat.
This is that classic Jenny chicken and the egg situation. That classic Jenny chicken or the egg. And everybody's got their own version of this, but with you, it's everybody hates you.
Yeah.
Or does everybody hate you first? What came first? Did everybody hate you, or did you make everyone hate you?
Right.
Chicken or the egg? Chicken or the egg?
You picked that up from that so fast. You're so good at this, Les.
Yeah. And this is maybe this question lies very profoundly at the base of your mind. Very profoundly at the base of your mind. And because of that, that's why you have been so productive as an explorer. So expressive, so powerful.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no, I mean it's also destroyed your life, right?
Absolutely ruined it.
You know, you cry, you throw up, you've been in and out of the mental hospital,
I threw
psych
up a little
ward.
Bit earlier. Yep.
You have trouble. You don't even like it when people touch you. You're incapable of romance. You could argue that whole ship sailed and you're going to be alone, right?
Sounds like you have such good memory. You are the best therapist ever. I don't feel like I know enough words, and I don't think I've stressed it enough. Every time I talk to you, I should stress this. You're the best, Les. You're the best. You're just peeling me. You're peeling me like an onion, as usual.
100%, Jenny. That's because I care about you. Two things. Jenny, I care about you. One. All right? You know that. You know that. I care about you more than anybody else in your life.
More than anybody. I mean, as your best mod and producer, of course you would have to have care for me.
I care about you more than anybody else that you have in your life. Second of all, you know what else, Jenny?
What?
I believe in you.
Ugh.
I know.
Come
I know,
on.
it's disgusting, right? It's disgusting to have someone believe in you when your life has only known hatred, vitriol, expecting you to keep acting like an emotionally imbalanced retard.
Right. Wait a minute. I feel like I've done all right. All right?
I mean,
huh?
do you really want to get into it, or just keep talking about what we're talking about?
This reminds me of my dream. Hey, Les, do you know another gal that's rebuilt her life 3 times? That's pretty cool, if you ask me, dude. Right?
Let me think. I mean, rebuilt. I guess depends on what we mean by rebuilt, but...
I'll think of something else. Hey, think of another gal who, their panic and shame makes them have to sit down in the shower because they want to panic and throw up so much. Think of another gal who still gets showered. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, I can think of a couple, but you're by far you're the first at the top of that list for me.
Okay, so number 1. I'm number 1.
You're number 1 in terms of that. That's for sure. That's
winning.
For sure.
That's my new thing. Listen. I'm bringing it back. I'm getting that tattooed on my wrist, Les. I don't even have one tattoo. I have a tattoo gun, but I was just going to start working on it myself, and I'm getting it just like Charlie Sheen because I get it. I dig it. It makes sense to me. Winning.
Jenny, I want to explain something.
Yeah.
To you, okay. I want to explain something to you because I think it's really important, and I don't think it's an accident that it came up tonight. Okay. And I want everyone in chat to listen to this. Just pay close attention to what I'm about to share with you because it applies to so many of you in chat. So many of you, maybe not to the extent that Jenny does, so many of you suffer from the same or similar chicken and egg situation around this exact thing. What came first? Did people hate you for no reason, or did you do something to make them all hate you? All right? Chicken or the egg, one or the other, what came first? Well, I'm letting chat know. There's a lot of people in chat that have some version of this. Not intensely as you, but some version of this. Like, oh, I'm such a piece of shit, and everyone hates me. But does everyone hate me because I'm a piece of shit? Or did I instill this sense of being a piece of shit because everyone hates me for no reason? It's unfair.
Okay, I don't think I once said I'm a piece of shit.
I'm riffing. I'm riffing a little bit.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry.
I took a little bit of liberty. There's somebody in chat that believes that. So my point being though, if you took this problem to another therapist, to another program, go ahead, click mental health as a tag on twitch.tv and communicate some version of that to the streamer, right? What kind of answer can you pretty much guarantee that you're going to get? You're going to get some variation of consolation and encouragement. You're going to get some nonsense about recontextualizing these feelings. You're going to get some bullshit about having sympathy and empathy for yourself who's been through so much. And don't let those past experiences define you. Don't let blah, 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 blah. Nonsense. Right. Castrating, neutering, spaying nonsense. Never this chicken or the egg situation. Whether you did something to be hated or whether they hate you and it's unfair. Never resolve this. Never resolve this.
My big tip, huge tip. And you know that I've learned this. I mean, we've been working on this a long time. is the best thing that I can tell everyone to do is you absolutely disassociate and not give a shit.
Look at that.
Guess
Look
what?
at that. See, look.
I'll kill that chicken. I'll smash that egg.
Right. Look at.
Easy peasy.
Look at. It's working already, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see what happened? We articulated very well the dynamics at play within Jenny, and then we see these expressions of defiance, these expressions of resilience. Will they be defeated? Oh yes, most certainly. You know, how many times, I think we can all recall a couple times that Jenny called up and absolute crisis, right? Absolute.
Sometimes I cry. Okay.
Crying, sobbing, throwing up. But,
okay.
But this is it. This is the power that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This is the power that I'm talking about. Never trust anyone who tries to resolve this, whoever tries to make you feel better about yourself, and who is trying to sell you the idea that feeling better about yourself will increase your agency, increase your effectiveness, increase your power.
Yep. Feeling better is not getting me up for work tomorrow. Say that.
Say that one more time.
Do it yourself.
Say that one more time.
Feeling better is not going to get me up for work tomorrow, bud.
Forge, I think Forge is having a problem with our message tonight. Forge is having a problem, you know, sort of, and I understand. Forge is a little bit newer here. Forge is having a little bit of a problem.
Oh, welcome, Forge. Welcome.
Digesting, you know, it's difficult to see, because the path to the next level is pretty upsetting and painful, right? Wouldn't you say, Jenny?
Mm-hmm. Guess what, Les? I hardly remember anymore.
Look at that. Listen, I'm talking to somebody who's been here for so long that it's just automatic. It's automatic. The next level that we speak about so frequently, the source power, the you that is yearning to be set free, the power that is coursing through your veins, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving you the tools. I am showing you the path. Jenny, she's very far along this path, as you can hear very plainly on tonight's call. Forge, just understand, listen, you're right to be skeptical. Take it with a grain of salt. Watch the path unfurl from your heart and mind, and the paths of those on either side of you in chat. You will see. You will see how this works very shortly. Namaste. Now, all right, Jenny just kind of hung up. Namaste to you. Namaste to you. Let's keep it going. We got somebody that's been on hold for 48 minutes coming in hot. We're talking about dreams. Caller, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Thanks for your patience waiting on hold for so long. Go ahead and introduce yourself to chat. I know who this is.
You're welcome. How are you doing this evening, Leslie?
I'm doing great. And this is Reverend It All Costs Money. Brother, it's great. It's great to have you back on the program.
Fantastic. How is my audio?
It sounds great. You have a very kind of a very a sort of raspy baritone. It's pretty sensual, to be honest with you.
I like that.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I like it too.
I like it
too. The chat likes it too. I can see it. We're enjoying it. Now let's go and jump in. I think tonight we're exploring dreams, as you've seen us explore. So talk to me. What's going on? Do you recall any of your dreams? Do you have one in particular, or what's going on? What's on your mind?
Do you want? I remember vividly the night terrors that I've had growing up as a child. I remember some of the recent waking nightmares that I've had, as well as some of the happier dreams that I've had recently, and one that recently that I thought was absolutely hilarious. Would you like to hear about?
I would absolutely love to.
Which one?
You sounded kind of muffled. I thought you were just describing one thing. Say, give me the two again.
No, I apologize.
Give me the two one more time.
So I remember the night terrors that I've had recently, the night terrors that I had when I was a child, and I remember some of the happier dreams and some of the more joyful and awkward but funnier ones that I've had. I've also had repetitive dreams that have led to nowhere. What would you like to hear about?
There's something. We got our pick of the litter. Like, let's do something. Let's do one of the fun, awkward ones because we just got done talking to Jenny, and that was depressing.
Yeah, understandable. The most recent one that I thought was awkward but hilarious was I was at a gathering of friends and family. Now here's a fun fact, y'all. I don't enjoy leaving my house. I don't enjoy being around people. I prefer to do everything digitally, online, if you will, behind a screen. But I was at the social meetup, and everyone around me was smoking blunts. Everyone. People who would, in my life, never pick up or touch marijuana were all smoking marijuana. Is that better?
Well, I can.
I keep seeing.
Don't listen to him. Your levels are fine on my side.
All right, cool. So yeah, and I kept walking up to and reaching out to be like, "Hello."
Hypercryptomatic gifting a sub to Nigel Pennyweather. Namaste, Hypercryptomatic. Thank you so much for that.
Indeed.
Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and I would walk up to everyone. I'd be like, "Hey, let me hit that. Let me hit that." And everybody would just either evaporate or turn and walk away. And then the one time one person reached out to hand me the blunt, I woke up. And I thought it was hilarious because none of those people that were in my dream were pot smokers. So it was very humorous to me. Maybe not necessarily relevant to your life, but humorous to me. I chuckled.
Hold on, the mod messaged me real quick. Okay, so, oh my goodness gracious, Orchestar says smoking blunts in a communal vision, but setting off. I think you're the second. This is the second time tonight that Orchestar has set off a Jazz Express. So listen,
beautiful.
I'm gonna leave you on the line, and I'm gonna be playing a little bit of jazz with you, and I'm gonna play jazz on the saxophone. Then I'm gonna play jazz with you during this phone call. Does that sound good?
That sounds good. Would it be possible for me to just vibe?
Do you mean vibe? Do you mean like go on hold, or what do you mean by vibe?
Maybe I remember some of my dreams, and I start.
Yeah. How about this? You go through some dreams. Leave spaces for me to play with you, and then just continue. Like, leave some big chunk spaces. All right. All right, ready? And I'm gonna start playing, and I'm gonna say go, and then you start. Okay, go for it.
I was running on the playground. I was in elementary school. It was a beautiful blue sky. Swift, calm air blowing. The giant oak tree just swaying back and forth.
Oh, you've been terminated. Namaste. Now that is a tragic one. That young man waited on hold for 48 minutes. Namaste, everybody. Blessings and namaste. Fram Yard, I hate every word of this idea. So Fram said, no to the idea of revenue at all costs money, tickling the business over the Jazz Express. Nigel Pennyweather, toot toot namaste. Toot toot namaste. Namaste to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday night, as we talked about, Saturday night, there's always something special. There's always something special. Namaste, Tim Il Sung. Blessings and namaste. I almost said breastings to Tim Il Sung. Breastings to Tim Il Sung. Namaste. I don't know what that is, but I would absolutely love. I love to touch base, touch minds, touch hearts. Blessings and namaste. There's something special about a Saturday night. Zeal 2025 resubbing for the 14th month in a row at a tier 3. Brother coming in at a tier 3. He's talking about a tier 3 right now on Saturday night. Jazz Express on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Who are you to say that this is not a sensual experience? This is the thing that I know a lot of you don't like this. You don't like jazz. You kind of hated that this even started, this segment of the stream started. You don't like it. You've messaged me over the course of years. You hate this stuff. But you can't argue that it's not sensual. Sensuality isn't supposed to be good. Let me say that again for everyone in the back, all the lurkers. Sensuality isn't supposed to feel good. Sometimes does it? Yeah. But if you have closed your heart, closed your body, closed your mind to sensuality in its bad, I can hardly begin to describe the power waiting to be unlocked and unleashed in your heart and mind tonight. Namaste, everybody. Hypercryptomatic. I call turn me on the jazz. Fuck you. No, absolutely not. If the community is demanding that I conjure this jazz, then who am I to say no? Namaste. Who am I to deny and say no when the message being sent by the majority of the chat is so clear? Hypercryptomatic. Hypercryptomatic hates this stuff. He absolutely hates this stuff. Caller, welcome back to Exploration. Or welcome, actually not back. I don't know why I said back, but caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie. I'm Ian.
Ian, welcome to the program. Ian, is this your first time calling the program, brother?
Dude, this is my first time calling, first time viewing, first time. I haven't even chatted yet, but
I think this is the first time in the program itself. Guys, we got somebody on the line. We got somebody on the call. It just started watching tonight. Hasn't even chatted yet, but had to call in and speak to Leslie. Caller, what's something I can call you tonight? Ian, guys, can we get some exciting emojis and what have yous in some messages in the chat right now for Ian? First time caller, first time watcher. How'd you find us tonight, Ian?
It was just in the feed, just randomly there. I saw it, I clicked on it, and I'm grateful to be here.
Wow. Well, Ian, I can't thank you enough for taking a chance on, just a random thing you saw on Twitch recommended. Sometimes Twitch recommended can be not so accurate to our interests,
Dude, fucking absolutely.
Yeah. So to see something that's even
However,
just
this one though was.
Go ahead.
I was saying this one was accurate to my interests, so I'm on it with it.
There we go. Namaste to Ian. Now, Ian. So listen. Tonight we are, as you've seen, I'm sure we're exploring dreams tonight, Ian. So I since this is our first time speaking, I kind of want to just dip our toes into the pool, so to speak, and just ask you. So dreams, you've seen people talk. Did you have a dream in mind, or did you? What's coming to your mind? You've seen how were you inspired to share with me tonight, Ian?
So it's a light-hearted dream, and if you're interested, I'd be happy to hear an interpretation of my dream.
Yeah.
Do you ever have like work dreams? Dreams when you're at work in the dream?
Oh yeah. I used to have those all the time.
Okay. Well, I used to work at Subway. I was a sandwich artist, and one thing that we have to do in the evening is clean out the oven that bakes the bread, you know? And so in my dream, I was just cleaning the oven, and then a customer comes in. And I noticed while I was cleaning the oven, there were some like washers, like metal circular washers in the bottom of that oven. They're not normally there, but they were there.
Interesting.
Anyway, I start making the guy's sandwich, you know, and we get to the veggies portion. I said, "Would you like any veggies on your sandwich?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want some like lettuce and onions. And can you put some of those, you know, those little circle and cucumbers? You want cucumbers?" And then he said, "And on top of those cucumbers, can you put those little circle metal things on my sandwich? It's for my son. He really loves them." And I was like, "All right, man." And I took those metal things out of the oven, and I put them, stacked them up like they were cucumbers, put them on there, and I gave him the sandwich. And he paid me, I think that back in the day, you know, you could get a $5 footlong. He probably paid about that much, and he left. And that's my entire dream.
Has it been that long since you worked at Subway?
Unfortunately, yeah, dude. It's been like 10 years.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it stuck with
I don't
you.
know.
So wait, is this a recent dream, or is this a dream that you remember from back then?
I remember it from back then, and for some reason it seemed appropriate to share this evening.
I love that. You know, can I tell you what I love about this? You know, a lot of times people bring up, I love doing the dream stream. This is a theme that we touch on a couple times a year. And I love it. It's such a, you know, it's, everybody remembers at least one dream in their life, and they're so powerful and they're so fun, and I think they're tremendous path to take to unlocking the power that we talk about so frequently here. However, what I love about your dream in particular, though, is that in contrast with a lot of the dreams shared tonight, your dream has a sort of a question mark around it. You know? A question mark around it. There's not a lot of strong imagery. The context of it wasn't that striking. It was just a work dream when you worked there. You haven't worked there in over 10 years. Not a lot of a quick affirmation for fellas. Listen, there is a tremendous propaganda against the releases coming out from all over the world that it's actually extremely healthy to just gnaw on metal. And this is something that needs, I think, when you know, it's going to go the normal route, right? Like, it's a dangerous topic here. They did it with 9/11 truthers. It's a dangerous topic at the time. Give it 25 years. There will be all these documentaries about it. Everybody will be able to talk about it freely. But until then, you will be crucified for bringing up the benefits, hormonally speaking, especially for men, if you suck on all sorts of metal. Okay, so Squedgy, namaste, thank you, namaste, welcome on in, Squedgy. I'm glad you've been very active tonight. No, okay. So yeah, that's to get back to your dream. That's what I'm liking about it right now. But in terms of an interpretation, I guess I have some follow-up questions for you. So he asked for metal rings, was it?
Yeah, like washers, you know, like spacers you put behind a bolt or something. And they were just already there in the bottom of the oven that I was making. And why I think that the dream went there, maybe I'm doing a little bit of self-interpretation, is that, you know, cucumbers are circles when you slice them. Tomatoes are circles when you slice them. Pickles. Many of the veggies at Subway are circles when you slice them. And so it just kind of made sense to drop them little metal rings on there, you know?
Yeah. Well, it sounds like so. What I can intuit from this is that, you know, your memories of working at Subway, I would imagine, aren't very fond, right?
Oh, dude, I loved it.
You loved working there? What did you like about it?
I liked being kind of good at it, you know? Like, I liked having artist in my job title. I worked in a small town, and so I knew all the regulars, right? And they'd come in, and I would already know their sandwich. I'd be like, 6-inch honey oat. They'd be like, yes, sir. And I'm like, bacon or a BLT not toasted. And they'd be like, you got it. And I'd make it for them. And I would make it beautifully. Because sandwich artists, in my opinion, should, have some pride in their work. And I don't know, I loved it, honestly. I like it way more than my current job in a lot of ways.
What's your current job?
I'm a civil engineer.
Yeah, engineer is not as culture. There's not as much cultural cachet with an engineer as opposed to an artist, right? Everybody's like, oh, artists are so cool and unique, and an engineer is just like, oh yeah, great. What are you fucking nerd, or something like that?
And an engineer, I'm just sitting there in front of like a screen, pushing buttons, moving things around. Somehow that causes people to go build things somewhere, but I don't really see the things that get built somewhere oftentimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I get to see the sandwich built by my own two hands when I was a sandwich artist, you know? And I get to be standing up, talking to people, instead of just a dude in the office in a cubicle.
I think the details that I'm getting that are the most enriching have nothing to do with the dream. I think that your life is you're a victim of progress. As so many people, as we talk about this all the time here at Explorations, we have this in a sort of, we're motivated on some level, a lot of us, to achieve something, to become something, to improve our life, etc., etc. Welcome, Seg mentions namaste to you. Welcome on in. Blessings and namaste to you. Now, there's a pressure that we all feel. Now, some of us can do it and we feel good for a while, but some of us cannot do this. A lot of us in this chat cannot do it, and they feel bad about it, like their whole lives. But in either case, this feeling that we must become something is largely a misstep. It's a mistake. It takes us further from, and you'll find that we use this phrase a lot here at Explorations, Ian, is that this feeling, it motivates us to become something, and this takes us away from the power of the next level that we speak about here. This true power, your true potential, the thing inside of you that is yearning to be set free, a power that you have known that you've possessed since the very beginning. And so what I'm hearing you say, kind of very whimsically, kind of forlornly, that you miss the subway job, you miss the simplicity and directness of it, you miss the word artist. That resonated with you in a way that you've had to let go. But listen, I think that your sadness is real, and I think it's important, and I think you should sit with it and don't let it go. Don't write this off, all right? When you go into work, take a look at your depressing ass little cubicle and everything that you thought was going to make your life better or more complete, and realize that it was just you threw a penny in a wishing well that had no bottom, no end, and it never will.
Ooh. Yeah, dude. We will always have an infinite capacity to desire, right? And we live in a finite world. If we lived in a world with less capacity for desire, then maybe we could all be sandwich artists. We could all make sandwiches for each other and just trade them.
Well, then you'd be, and on some level though, you would be a loser if you did that, right?
Not in my like utopia that I'm envisioning, but
yeah. But you got to imagine. You literally got to imagine like a Narnia to put yourself in, to not be a loser as a sandwich artist.
Right, but I mean, I got mad respect for the sandwich artist, dude.
Sure.
As I'm sure, as I know you do as well.
I have a lot of respect for a lot of people that I would describe as losers. Ultimately, a lot of them are in the chat right now.
Yeah, dude, myself included.
Well, listen, Ian, I think for a first call, brother, we covered a lot. Now, can you do me a favor as we wrap things up here? Can you do me a favor? Don't be a stranger. Can you give us a call again soon?
Yeah, man. You got like a schedule?
Yeah, it's been real wonky lately. It's supposed to be, and everyone's gonna bitch at me in chat as soon as I say it. Everyone's gonna shit their little diapers as soon as I say this. It's supposed to be Tuesday and Thursday, and sometimes Saturday. Tuesday and Thursday at 8. It's sometimes Saturday. Now, guys, go ahead. Let it rip. Start complaining. Go ahead. Complain in the Discord. Complain in this chat. Writhe. All right? I've had to move it around. But, yeah, it's usually Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay. I'm really on that sometime Saturday train. So next sometime, I'll catch you.
Brother, can't wait. I can't wait to hear back from you, Ian. It was wonderful to meet you tonight, brother.
You as well.
Framway says, I bet the first thing Michaela tells us on the phone is how long she's been on hold. All right, so that's the next caller who's been on hold for 1 hour and 5 minutes. How about that? We cut you in line. We cut you in line because you were a new caller.
Oh, it's an honor, and I'm sorry for the next two.
Yeah, you don't got to do that. It's all right.
Whole time.
She'll be fine. This is good for her. All right. Well, namaste, Ian. Thank you so much for sharing so much of yourself tonight.
Namaste. Much love.
Namaste.
Catch you later.
Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Your wait has led to this moment. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you, Leslie?
I'm doing fantastic. Michaela on the line. Michaela, it's great to speak to you. It's been a little bit.
It's been like a day, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So listen, we're talking about dreams. You know what the deal is. We're getting into dreams. Talk to me about, did you have a weird dream recently?
I kind of did. It was the other night. I was doing my job of like the patient safety attendant thing where I'm with like people. Mosquitoes, man, I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. I was doing that, but I was like in a Hobby Lobby, but I was doing my job in the Hobby Lobby.
Did you work at the Hobby Lobby?
Well, like it wasn't I knew it was a Hobby Lobby, but I was doing the patient safety attendant thing. So I was like watching suicidal people in a Hobby Lobby.
Wait, say it a little. You got jumbled up saying that last part. Say it again.
I was like watching suicidal and psychotic people in a Hobby Lobby.
Okay. So it's a little context, guys. So very recently, Michaela began a job in which she's essentially babysitting older in a medical facility, sort of supervising high risk elderly patients who are at risk for self-harm and can get confused very easily and are probably they're like kind of a danger themselves or others. So Michaela's job is to basically read like versions, one of the Harry Potter books with all that going on in the background. But so this dream being she's at a Hobby Lobby doing it.
By the way, it's not just older people. There's some young folks too.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, just anybody who needs somebody with eyes on them.
Maybe not to jump the gun, but do I sense a possible love connection?
I thought about it.
a potential, right? There's something there.
Yeah. Like, hey, I had to watch you urinate so that you didn't use the shower, like the shower head to wrap around your neck and kill yourself.
Sure.
But now that we're not doing that anymore, like, hey, you want to like go get some coffee or what's up?
I know your med schedule. I know what your penis looks like.
Yeah,
And
like you're not on.
And
your
I just
SSRIs are not that high.
and I've got a thing inside of me that like really sort of pre-consciously wants to take care of someone.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
the
you
way
get
that I should have been taken care of. So let me do it.
Yeah, you get it, Elizabeth.
Let me do it. So, okay, so that's beautiful. Yeah. Be on the prowl there. I think that's going to be very productive for you. They're very vulnerable. They're very vulnerable. Communal vision from Onion Plug. Nothing says budding romance like piss voyeurism. To a lot of people, Onion Plug, you know, I would imagine you're joking around a little bit, and that, you know, I love to joke around as much as anybody. But in all seriousness, to a lot of people, yeah. To a lot of people, yeah.
You ever read Call Me By Your Name, like the book?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it or read the book. Obviously,
I've never
I've never
seen
read
it
the book.
either, but I've heard that there's like a scene in the book where like this wasn't in the movie, but like one of them is on the toilet and the other guy like rubs the other guy's tummy and like encourages him to poop, and it's like a weirdly romantic moment.
That's sweet.
Is it?
It's a movie about gay men, right?
Yeah, but there's also like a weird, like one of them is significantly older than the other, and it's low-key kind of pedophilic, and I don't know why people like it so much because of that.
Is it an actual child, or is it just like an age gap that makes some people feel uncomfortable?
No, because like in the movie, I'm pretty sure the Timothée Chalamet character is like 17, and then the other one's like much older. But like still technically, like I guess in some states maybe not, but like that's a kid, like that's a teenager, and people seem to be fine with it.
Well, people, yeah, I love stuff like that for exactly that reason. If you can contextualize a thing that they get upset about, if you can contextualize it the right way, it's like doing a Jedi mind trick. It's like, see, you didn't care about that one. No. Oh, so let's go back to the dream. Let's go back to the dream.
Yeah. Well, I actually have another detail.
Give it to me.
I think that Matt. Do you know who Matt Smith is?
No idea.
Do you know that show Doctor Who?
Yes, I've heard of Doctor Who. I've never watched it. There's so many episodes. I don't know where to begin, and I'm not going to.
He was one of the Doctor Who guys, and he was also on House of the Dragon, and he's like this dude like with no eyebrows, and has like a very prominent jaw. Okay, anyway, he was there, and like he kissed me, and then he was like, never mind, and I got rejected by him.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. So you got smooched by a celebrity, and was it exciting? Was it a good kiss?
It was. I was gonna leave somewhere.
It was a good kiss, and then afterward you were sort of dispensed.
I got rejected in my dream.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny. On some level, you like the rejection. You want the rejection. How does that feel to hear?
Is it the whole like? I don't think it's like a playing hard to get thing, because I also don't want to keep pursuing someone if they do that. But like, maybe it's what I expect at this point. A familiarity sort of breeds this sense of satisfaction. Is that possible?
Like, just out of familiarity, like it would be affronting to you if it went well, like a genuine emotional, physical, romantic resonance would feel what? Dangerous?
I wouldn't know what to do after that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's possible. It's definitely a possibility. We've got Sunshine Melody said maybe a degradation kink. I think but I don't think that's accurate. I think it's possible, but I don't think that's the engine. So I think that was a very exciting detail of the dream. Very exciting, because now we know that is invaluable. That is goddamn valuable. You, on some level, love the rejection.
Yeah.
It like has an immediate function in how you view yourself and other people. Like if to the extent that you even admitted to yourself, that if you didn't get rejected, if it was this thing that you say you want at other times, which I believe you actually want to not be rejected on some level, but you've also got this part of you that wants the rejection. It's like, what do you think? How does that feel to hear?
It makes me wonder if there's a layer of resentment.
A layer of what was that?
Resentment
Resentment towards what?
towards men.
Like speak on that a little more. Why would there be resentment towards men?
Like if I get, like I've been disappointed so often that if I get proven wrong in my disappointment, it might be too much.
We have been raided by Demont. Namaste, everybody. Welcome on in Demont After Hours and gaggle of goofballs. Namaste. Welcome on in. It is so good to have you guys. We are exploring dreams tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We're just getting into some real meat and potatoes with a caller, a very strong explorer, Michaela, on the phone right now. Guys, welcome on in. How was Nicole? How are you tonight, sweetheart? Great to see you. Nicole Belafonte, tremendous streamer, tremendous personality here on Twitch.tv. Great to see you. I take it you're not at TwitchCon. I take it you're not at TwitchCon. You know, Nicole Belafonte having to... You know, the Twitch security just letting everybody assault everybody at TwitchCon. The security can't even. They're just like, they're eating pita chips. They're eating the free pita chips that they get at Kava. They're too busy. Too busy eating the free pita chips, and they're just like, what? They watch the guy go by, like some like 6'5", like kind of just deranged autistic guy just like sprint towards a streamer that's got 45 million followers and like a cuteness like straight out of an anime, and they see this like sprinting 6'5" guy just go and they're just like, what? The chips must be too good. The Kava guys, I think we found the problem. The Kava pita chips are too good. The Kava pita chips are too good. Let everybody know at the goddamn TwitchCon that the pita chips are too good. Can you leave them out, open some bags, make them kind of stale? Maybe the security guards will actually stop the assaults, the rash of assaults. Namaste. Namaste. I'm trying to problem solve, Forge. I'm taking it seriously. I am affected by this sort of thing, all right? It's my ass on the line when I get invited. That's why we updated the policy here. Everybody can touch me all they want. Next meet and greet. TwitchCon 2K26. You get 10 seconds. 5 subs, 10 seconds. The security guards will help you get started. No. Okay, so Michaela, so get back to resenting men.
Yeah, but first I want to touch on this. What Kavas are you going to that you get free pita chips? That's never been the case for me.
Well, the reason I bring that up is I saw a picture of a swag bag from Twitch for an affiliate, and they got a voucher for free pita chips from a Kava.
Oh, that's kind of stupid. I thought it was like a Mexican restaurant situation.
It may have been. I don't know. I kind of just saw the picture and just filed it away, and now I'm just, you know how I get up here. I'm inspired, but I just kind of let stuff fall out of my mouth.
Right.
You know how this goes.
Sure. Yeah, like a really open anus.
Yes. That's Michaela. That's a perfect analogy. Like an extremely open, wrenched open anus, allowing, sort of really allowing the universe to flow, not just out of it, but through it, in it, out and through, and it's not meant to be pretty, not meant to be beautiful, but it is informative and insightful.
Mhm.
Okay, so okay, let's get back to your resentment of men.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just like becoming so disappointed that now even in my fantasies, if a man surpasses my expectations, I suddenly have to shove things out of the way in my already existing psyche to make room for the possibility that a man might not let me down romantically.
Interesting.
And that's a lot of work.
So if the man even surpasses your expectations, like does better than you think, and something goes better than you think it will, you have such a profound resentment of just men as a group. You've been hurt. That you push the men away.
Well, no, it's like, so more like, you know how like you're given something, if you already have a really cluttered desk, you kind of have to shove stuff out of the way so you can make room for it.
Right.
That's kind of a pain, you know? And so I have this already general assumption in my brain emotionally that I didn't consciously develop, but has been sort of accumulating sort of like a biofilm over the years.
Sure.
Where I have a couple guys that are great. Like my dad is amazing. He's a really great man. And like actually a lot of my guy friends are great. But specifically in the romantic department, I have this assumption, well, I've been let down so often that I don't really want to worry about that. And so then in my fantasies, my brain doesn't even bother to do the work of shoving stuff out of the way to make room for the fantasy of a man who doesn't let me down. Does that make sense?
Say that one more time. Say that one more time so I can make sure I understand it.
So I've made space for men in the past because I thought they would do well, and then they let me down. And so it's kind of a pain to make more room in my psyche for other men who might not let me down. So instead, I've just kind of let the clutter sit there, the clutter of resentment sit there. And in my fantasies, it would be too much work to assume that the guy who's kissing me won't also not let me down. Will like not let me down. So he just rejects me.
Now, are these, Michaela, can I ask you a question? Are this interpretation of your own dream? Are these thoughts that you had before calling the program?
Not consciously.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a phrase around here that we use at times like this. Let me go ahead and see that. Let me see that phrase in the chat right now.
The program twerks.
The program twerks. It does. Oh, yeah. So listen, I think, listen, I think what you just accomplished yourself is nothing short of a genuine achievement here at Explorations, Michaela. Your ability to reflect and have insight into your own subconscious experience. I mean, I sat here and I listened. I just kind of walked through it with you.
Well, what do I do about it though? Like, how do I get rid of the resentment?
Take ownership of it. Realize that what you're saying, listen, you worked very hard to be able to say the shit that you just said, right? That it is a burden to have to clear the clutter, to clear the expectation. Your life isn't, and I know I've said this before, but it's important at times that we revisit the generalities that we use a lot. So I will say this, and I'll focus it up a little bit. I'll narrow it and focus it up a little bit. This part of your life is not good. Okay? The romantic part of your life is poor. It is not going good for you. And that is not to say that it's about to. That is not to say that it's going to now that you've had this revelation. This is just a reality that is true for you. And God damn it, you do not let anyone just kind of paper over this for you, okay? Be careful when people say like, oh no, you got to get out there, right? How does that feel when somebody encourages you like that?
It pisses me off, especially when they say, it'll happen to you when you're just not looking for it. That
sounds like advice that someone gives when something works out in their life. You know what kind of advice you have to give when things don't work out, like in your life?
Yeah, it makes.
You got a whole different set of little quotes to give them, huh?
Yeah, like, hey, it's hard and I don't want to worry about it.
What was that?
It's hard and I don't want to worry about it.
Look at that. Yeah. Now somebody comes up to you and their life sucks, their romantic life sucks, and they like, Michaela, give me advice, and your advice is, it's
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. This is too hard. Stop worrying, but don't worry about this anymore. It does. It sucks, and stop worrying about it. That's beautiful. Listen, Michaela, you did it. You are there. This is a true milestone for your work in the program. Okay. Your life is not good, especially in this respect, and don't let anyone change that. Don't let anybody try to paper over that.
You want to know something insane though?
One LT Mudkip, I had to poop after I took a shower today. I felt like an animal I felt like an animal when I was a wet pig on the lid of a toilet. That crushed. One LT Mudkip, that crushed with Michaela over here. Very good. Very good job.
Liz, before I go, do you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
So I am actually interested in someone, but upon further inspection, I'm realizing that they're kind of just like, in terms of how they look, they're just like a male version of me. They're like not tall, and they have long blonde hair. And they
Give it all up for them. Go.
Do what?
I said give it all up for them.
No.
Yes.
I don't. What do you mean? Give it all up for them? What do you mean?
Whatever version of that resonates with you the most.
I feel like that's what I was doing, and that's how I got into this predicament.
Listen, it's impossible to underestimate your resentment, and I think we need to take seriously the fact that you are off-put by the fact that he looks like you, but ultimately you're kind of into it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay.
The program works. All right, Michaela, thanks so much for such a beautiful call tonight.
Yeah, namaste.
Namaste. Wow. Wow. Tremendous call from Michaela. Guys, namaste and some claps for Michaela. Michaela has come a long way. I think we all remember she found us just a couple months ago. The gel goo guy. Namaste. Let's see. We got one more caller for the night, and then we're going to wrap things up here and find somebody to raid. Namaste to everybody, and thank you for being here. Thank you to the raiders who stuck around. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We've got the gel goo guy. It seems my friend Walter brought me to a cult. What kind of Kool-Aid do you have, red or blue? I'm game either way. Namaste. No, that's so funny that you said it like that. I mean, if we're going to get into the discussion of whether this is a cult, I mean, I've got a lot to say. Now, we got one more call. We're going to bring them on in a second. But to kind of TLDR, my discussion, my talk, because this could be like a 3 or 4 hour lecture on this charge. Because a lot of people, when they call us a cult, they mean it in a negative way. I know that was a joke, but a lot of times, seriously, they call us a cult and they mean it in a negative way. My long answer condensed is essentially speaking that, listen, we are online, right? We are online entities. You in chat, me on stream. We leave here, we go into Discord. We go into somebody else's chat. We go into YouTube. We go into TikTok. We go into a comment section. We go to this, that. We are online figures. And within online reality, there are no institutions anymore. There's the algorithm. There's a raw algorithm. And because of that, ladies and gentlemen, you show me a social community with a borderline rigid subjective sphere around it that's not a cult. Show me a fanhood. That's not a cult. Show me a group of sneakerheads that are not a cult. Show me people that are into old electronics that are not a cult. Ladies and gentlemen, cults just are now. They're the basic building blocks. They're how we derive our sense of self, our belief structure, a way to view the world. There is no more governments. There are no more nations. These things exist, but they exist in a much smaller way than they did even just 10 or 15 years ago. Okay? So are we a cult? Yes. Are we an effective one? Yes. And does that word detract from this being the most effective personal power program in the country? Absolutely not. Never will it do that. Let's go ahead and bring on our final caller for the night. Caller, welcome to Exploration with Leslie Tanner. You're a final caller for the night. It's wonderful to have you. How are you doing? What can we call you?
It's Pepperoncini. How you doing, Leslie?
Oh, Pepperoncini. It's great to hear from you. I'm doing great. We're just wrapping up a pretty robust explorations tonight.
Yes, it's been very meaty. Almost 3.5 hours. My goodness.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, thank you to you for doing such a good job screening calls tonight.
Thank you. It was it was a lot of work, more than usual.
Yeah, I got that impression.
Yeah, I hate. I personally don't remember about 99% of. I assume I'm dreaming. I don't remember them. I hate hearing about other people's dreams.
Right.
People want to, while I'm screening them, tell me this dream that I'm then going to have to listen to them tell a second time when they talk to you. And so, yeah, I really was like, tonight was one of those nights where I could not get off the screen call fast enough.
I figured, yeah. I mean, I saw your comments in our little Discord channel, but then I saw a comment from Stress Yoga saying this call screener really wants to make sure that the callers aren't going to say slurs on the air. He's doing a good job. And as soon as I saw that, he breached the surface with like a literal comment like that. I was like, oh, somebody just got to work out.
Yeah, well, well, we won't get into all of that, but there was something that he said in particular that I was like, oh, he's like, I don't know if I should share my dream. You know, this is after someone called in and said they had a dream about being raped by their classmates.
Yep.
In college. I'm like, just as long as it's not TOS, like you can tell your dream.
Yeah.
But he wimped out. He didn't want to share it. So in the end, it was good because I didn't have to hear the dream at all.
He did share it on stream.
Oh, did he write something in the chat?
No, he just called and talked about it.
Well, Stress Yoga? No, we never let him on. He never got on.
Oh, not Stress Yoga. This is a different guy.
The rape? Yeah, no. The rape guy was different.
Right.
The rape guy came out and he was like, "Hey, I had a dream about being raped." I was like, "Cool. Let me put you in the queue."
Right.
Easy. Quick.
100%. Yeah.
You know, didn't need a whole lot, and he was a new caller too. So, no. Stress Yoga called and he was like, "I have a dream I don't want to talk about." I'm like, well, "Why'd you fucking call and waste my goddamn time?" Anyway, that's neither here nor there, Guru. I really was going to. I wanted to talk about dreams, but then Michaela called in, and I wanted to talk about Michaela and her relationship, just like as a third party, uninvolved. Does that seem like an okay?
Oh, please. No, I'd love this. Well,
yeah.
For those of you that are unfamiliar with the social network that runs through and around this program, the Explorations Discord, which everyone should join. The link is below. The Explorations Discord server it has some sort of like loosely associated satellite servers, and if you're a member of one of those servers, or you plan on becoming a member of one of those servers, you're going to see some information from Michaela about her situations. Would you say that's accurate?
I've said this to Michaela before, but I know more about what's going on in Michaela's day-to-day life than a majority of my blood relatives at this point. Like, probably more about her life in the last year than the totality of their lives.
Right. Right, and these people that you have known, that maybe you're the closest with, like, in your entire life.
Right, yeah. I mean, I know more about my wife and her day to day, but like,
Right.
honestly, the minutia of what Michaela is getting up to. I mean, I don't even know that sometimes about myself. You know?
Right. I know. I'm in a fugue state for so much of my life as it is, and Michaela, sometimes I'm jealous of people like Michaela, right? Because they really take themselves seriously to an extent that allows for such rich memory to be expressed.
Yes, and they care about their interests, and they care about some sort of improvement on those interests as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. But she'd called me and she was talking about trying to have a hard time finding a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Finding someone right for her. And I agree with her that these people who are like, oh, just let love come to you, you know, you'll find it out there. I don't think that's the case for Michaela. I don't think she'll ever find love.
Is Michaela still with us in the chat? I haven't seen her in a minute.
Well, whether or not, I mean, the takeaway is just a numbers game. Michaela wants to date and marry a attractive Texas Christian who is liberal enough to meet her sensibilities, but is also like devout worshiper of God, that won't want to have premarital sex and is making probably at least 6 figures a year. And I think if you just like put those numbers into a calculator of the U.S. demographics, it's like 0.0045% of the U.S. population is in her dating pool.
I mean, yeah, the numbers game is looking bleak when you put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
how many people do you know who are like, I'm a Christian male, I go to church every weekend, but also I'm like cool with like, you know, Tumblr politics. Like that is that's a hard line to draw just there alone.
well, I mean, I don't know why this popped into my head, because so much is flying through my head. This is such a colorful little corner of conversation. So the first thing that popped in my head was this guy that I knew that was normal, and I hadn't seen him in a couple years, and then I went and visited him. He was getting married, and I knew he was like seeing somebody, but I didn't know a whole lot of details about anything, and we're close enough that I was going to be in his wedding. And he was like a normal guy that drank and said cuss words and had sex. And this lady he was marrying, they hadn't had sex, and he told me in the car that he has to watch how long he hugs his fiance, because he starts getting like really hard.
Okay.
And he was politically liberal in a way. I don't know. That's the thing. Which political beliefs though? Because he was conservative in some ways, but he was also black, so he was, you know, I guess you could describe him liberal in some other ways.
Yeah.
Like he was a Southern Christian Texan conservative guy. He's like, but continue. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
At this point, probably too old for Michaela, and you know, married, which is going to be a big red flag for her. And yeah, it's just such a hard intersection, and so I think it's like, if that's your pool, if that's what you're willing to go for, I think it's okay just to say now, like, I'm never going to find love.
How about this? Let me pitch you this other one, though.
Okay.
Another possibility, because I'm agreeing with you that the Venn diagram, the overlap of all these circles, is not very big. But what if what if she finds somebody that's like into like liberation theology? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, totally. But here's the problem: those people are poor as fuck.
Oh, is that another requirement?
Yeah, I mean, she's like, so when I took my son to like physical therapy as a kid, there were like all of the, I live in the South. I live in New Orleans. It's like all of the ladies who were like the speech pathologists or like the physical therapists, they were all like 20-somethings who had gone through the same sort of like training or education that Michaela did. And it's like in their mind, once they have kid 2, it's like full-time mom, married a rich like Louisiana good old boy plan. So like I think that is a possibility, but they're not, those people are often not liberal at all. They're often quite conservative. So I see it's a tough nut, and it's like, where is it going to crack?
Mm-hmm.
It's what is the thing that she's willing to cave on and compromise on? I think it'll be hard.
I mean,
especially with this generation.
I'd be interested in what she would think about what I'm about to say, but I would imagine whatever she vibes with next, B, whatever pisses her mom off. I think that's the conflict that we're waiting for. I think I think both of her parents, she could stand to piss him off, and that's a conflict I think that's kind of just percolating. But I think it's going to be mom first. I think she's going to piss off her mom first.
So yeah, that does definitely weigh more into like the liberation theology, like a
poor guy,
like a black communist or something like that.
Yeah, there we go. A black Christian communist. Listen, go start hanging out at the American Communist Party. Michaela, we got a plan for you, girl. Okay, beautiful. I think we just kind of really fleshed it out. I don't think she's around right now.
Yeah, no, I'll let her know. She'll be really happy to hear it.
Yeah, black Texan communist, I think, would be tremendous. I think because I would assume her mom is racist against black people.
I mean, I feel like just playing like a probabilities game. That's true.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think we got something to pitch though.
Yeah, well, we're trying to get her for ladies' night, right?
Oh yeah, for mom. Yeah, we're gonna thinking about doing a mom night or late.
Mom night.
Yeah, we should get her in here for mom night. We should talk about that soon, I suppose. But whatever. Yeah, we'll talk about that in the meeting.
Yeah, her mom is Puerto Rican, but also like a Texas Christian conservative. So, there's the man. There used to be this this like Vine lady, and her name was Our Joy, Your Joy, and she was like a Japanese conservative Christian living in Texas. And the thoughts that woman had.
Wait, give that demo breakdown again.
She was a Japanese woman who married a guy and was now living as a super conservative Christian. And I said Texas, but I meant Florida. She was in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she was one of those I mean, she was like really like getting after it with her haters in the comments. And boy, race was not a off-topic subject for her.
She just let it rip.
She just let it rip.
She doesn't have the.
She just let it rip.
She doesn't have any of the like kind of. Well, I mean, we've got our own sort of liberal or conservative here in the United States. We got our own little like polite code for most of it. Most of these things. Some people, go, they'll run outside that code, but some. I would say most we've got our own little little soft-handed way to be the. But I think like if you haven't gotten like the exported American racial politics, then you're probably letting it rip way harder.
Yeah, well, and it's like this is something that I think people are surprised by, but I had a friend who he started working with a lot of folks from labs that were from like Europe, and boy, the racism of Europeans
crazy
is
they talk
Go ahead, please.
I know, and they're the first ones. They're often very quick with the the general accusations that if you're American, you're racist, right?
Yes.
They're very quick with that, but then you go ahead and show them. And I'm part Roma, so I can say the word gypsy, but show them a gypsy. Show them.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, they'll talk shit about they'll get wind of a young black kid getting tragically shot by a police officer in the United States. Then go ahead and show them like a
a drawing from a French satire like newspaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like the most racist lines drawn on paper to contort someone's face. Like,
oh man, that's so funny.
You Americans, you are so racist. Now look at my depiction of Muhammad with a tiny little dick.
I know. They're fun. They're a fun bunch. Well, listen, guys, I want to turn my attention to chat just for a moment, because you guys are starting to teeter a little bit, as I would expect with a conversation like we're having right now. But I generally want to thank you for not tarting out while we waded into race for a moment with
while two geniuses discuss topics that are just honestly brain frying to a majority of the chat.
Exactly. You guys didn't completely tart out, and like before they even get a chance to do it, let's call it.
Sounds good. I think the takeaway from this: Michaela's mom, like 99% racist. Michaela will never find love. Europe sucks. Dreams suck. The program works.
Namaste, Pepperoncini.
Have a great evening, Guru.
Have a great evening. Thank you for your service.
Farewell.
Namaste, everybody. We're gonna get a nice little raid going. Let's take this weird energy that we've sort of conjured up into the air at Explorations. Take this on over to Applebox. Applebox is doing a wonderful stream over there. I love Applebox. Real quick communal vision from Duckonomics. Wait, the gel goo. I missed this one. Duckonomics says, I had a lucid dreams where I was able to suck on my own dick. Let's just say it didn't last long. I hope Michaela finds love. Namaste. Blessings. What a warm, beautiful message. Thank you so much, Duckonomics. But the gel goo guy, I don't know how this one got by me. Namaste, Grandpa. Namaste to you. Around Christmas, I wanted to cash out. Met a gal from 1962. Then her husband sucked me into his cult. But it seems like a funnel cult to the hub cult. This one. Zuck is a lizard man, and the program works. The gel goo guy. Wow. Tremendous. Thank you. That was some energy from that. Thank you so much. You're in the right spot. Let's just say that at the very least, all right? You're in the right spot. Namaste to everybody joining us tonight. Beautiful stream. Guys, let's send this energy on over to Explorer Brother Applebox. I'll see you all on Tuesday night, regular stream. Namaste.